following is a presentation of WGN Sports.
Holy cow! Yes! Score! Yes! Today from Miami, Florida, the Cubs begin their 143rd National League campaign. It's our 71st season of Cubs baseball here on WGN Sports. The Cubs and the Miami Marlins kick off the 2018 Major League season. Welcome inside Marlins Park, and welcome to another year of Cubs baseball. Along with Jim DeShays, I'm Len Casper, and happy opening day. Cubs coming off a great spring. A lot of different directions we could go, JD, but let's focus in on a couple of the young sluggers, Ian Happ and Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, two of the bigger stories in spring training happened in Schwarber. Remember, the Cubs were second best in the National League in runs scored last year, and that was without a full season from Ian Happ. He came up in May, hit 24 home runs. He had a big spring. High expectations for Ian Happ. Kyle Schwarber, you know his story. Struggled early last year, went to the minor leagues, had a nice second half, dropped a bunch of weight. He's in tremendous shape. We expect big things from Schwarber, and he delivered in spring training as well. The numbers for these two guys out in Arizona, Happ at 321 with 7 home runs. Schwarber batted 340, he hit 4 long balls.
Happ will be the Cubs' leadoff man today. Kyle Schwarber batting 5th. When we come back, we'll talk about Big John Lester, who will pitch today for the Cubs. It's opening day 2018. We'll be back.
The Common Course.
Why do we love Liberty Village? Because of all the wonderful people who live here.
Because there's just so much to do. I love exercise class. I love sharing a cup of coffee with my friends.
And let us rejoice and be glad in it. And there's always time for fellowship.
It's our beautiful outdoor spaces.
No, it's our fun getaways.
Have it your way.
We love Liberty Village. And so will you.
From blistering heat and freezing cold to rain, hail, and wind, your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Now's the time to get ahead on your home improvements with a free roofing inspection from Midwest Complete Construction. Our excellent craftsmanship ensures we finish every project on time and on budget. Midwest Complete Construction has a wide selection of high-quality roofs, all competitively priced. Protect your home and increase its value. Call now for your free roofing inspection. Midwest Complete Construction, building relationships one project at a time.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and get $300 off the latest smartphones. No trade-in required. Other carriers squeeze you with restrictions and hidden fees. Don't get hosed. Switch today and get $300 off the latest smartphones with no hidden fees and no trade-in required. Plus, a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Quality furniture, from traditional to contemporary, awaits you at Wheelock Furniture in Rock Falls. Our showroom features 3 floors of furniture to help you find just the right piece for your living space. Wheelock Furniture offers select names like Flexsteel, Broyhill, and Serta, the perfect sleeper. Ask about our many financing plans. We offer options for almost every budget. Wheelock Furniture in Rock Falls, your one stop for all your furniture needs.
Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Join the team that enjoys responsibly. Budweiser reminds you to drink wiser. Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet with the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Call, click, or visit an Xfinity store today. Lexus, experience amazing. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Choose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, the card to carry through it all. Volkswagen, visit your local Volkswagen dealer or VWDealer.com for the Volkswagen dealer near you. And by Southwest Airlines. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
A Welcome back inside Marlins Park. The roof will be open today. Should be a beautiful day here for the season opener. The Cubs have 3 guys in their rotation who made opening day starts last year. Certainly Kyle Hendricks would be deserving, but not a lot of controversy. John Lester will take the ball for the 7th time in his career.
Yeah, John Lester, he's kind of the alpha dog, the elder statesman of the Cubs rotation. The 7th time he'll be an opening day starter. The 3rd time since putting on a Cub uniform. In those starts previously, 1-2 with a 3.74 ERA. Had a very good spring. A bit of an off year last year for John. I think he's a man on a mission.
Right-hander Jose Urena will get the nod for the Marlins, his first career opening day assignment. The Cubs looking to celebrate once again here in 2018.
Schwarber cracks one in the air. Deep right field. Get out the tape measure. Long gone. Out of the box and the box to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm in apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe. And yet a masterpiece. And yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily. Leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I do what it takes. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. The Cubs come pouring out of the dugout, jumping up and down. Whatever it takes.
Let the celebration begin. The Chicago Cubs are NL Central champions once again, and they're going to party in St. Louis.
Every day is a good day to bowl at Highland Park Bowl off Avenue of the Cities. Every weekend there's live shows of bands and comedians. Or if you're having an event, set it up in one of our large banquet rooms. And of course, come out and bowl on one of our 48 lanes that are open. Leagues are open and continue to open all year round. Plus a wide selection of food and alcohol in our bar. Head over to QC Family Entertainment for laser tag and arcade games. Highland Park Bowl, a great place to bowl.
There are many reasons to inspect and clean your home's air ducts. Moving to a new home, suffering from allergies, too much pet hair. QC Vent Pro can help. We'll give you a free video assessment and make sure your ducts are clean and safe. Your satisfaction is our #1 priority. QC Vent Pro also offers dryer vent cleaning to keep your dryer running safely and efficiently.
5315129. Go with the pros who make your vent shine. QC Vent Pro.
We know it feels like your world is falling apart when you lose someone you love. At Esterdal Mortuary and Crematory, we can help you hold things together and take care of the many things that must be done to bring chaos into focus. When you're overwhelmed by loss and don't know what to do, make a single call to someone who does. Esterdal Mortuary and Crematory, 309-736-7100. Caring for people, making a difference.
Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Chicago Cubs baseball in sparkling high definition is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet with the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Call, click, or visit an Xfinity store today. A lot of Cub fans here in South Florida, as you can imagine. Partly cloudy, 78 degrees here in Miami. And when the roof is open here, JD, and it hasn't been all that often when we've come here, it tends to swirl. It's very windy.
Yeah, because I just had to pick up a whole rack of paper from the floor here. Typically we come here later on in the season. It's really hot. They close the roof, and the elements don't matter much. But you're right. Pretty dusty here just a little bit ago. But it is nice to be playing with the roof open. Kind of an overcast sky. I don't think there's any weather in the offing. And at long last, we get to play regular season hardball here.
And one of the rare days, Joe Madden actually exchanges the lineup card. It's typically one of his coaches, but he and Don Mattingly doing the chores here on opening day. Larry Vanover, 24-year-old veteran, or 24-year veteran. Oh, he'll love that I said 24 years old. The crew chief back of the plate. Hunter Wendelstedt is at first. Chris Guccione at second. Carlos Torres is at third. And today, I guess, is the official start of a new era here in Miami. They've got a new owner, Bruce Sherman, and a new CEO, Derek Jeter. So we'll get more into what they did in the offseason. And a lot of the names in their lineup, rather unfamiliar, but a lot of familiar ones in this Cubs lineup, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Happ in a leadoff spot. Bryant, Rizzo, Contreras 2 through 4. Kyle Schwarber will hit 5th. Addison Russell looking for a bounce-back year. He's at short. Jason Hayward plays right, coming off his 4th consecutive Gold Glove campaign. Javier Baez playing second base, batting 8th. And John Lester, the pitcher, will hit 9th.
Check in with the Marlins defensively. There's been a line change in the outfield. No more Yelich, Ozuna, and Stanton. Today they are replaced by Derek Dietrich. Brinson is one of their prize prospects. He's in center. Another rookie in right in Garrett Cooper. The theme continues with a rookie at third base, Brian Anderson. Rojas plays shortstop today. There's a familiar name. Starlin is now a Marlin. He'll play second base. And the big slugger, Justin Bour, is over there at first. Chad Wallach, another rookie, does the catching. And the pitcher is the right-hander, Jose Urena. He's 26 years of age. He was a 14-game winner last year against 7 losses and a .382 earned run average. He throws extremely hard. Average fastball velocity about 95, 96 miles per hour as you look at the numbers. And what kind of jumps out at you, despite that big arm, he doesn't strike out a lot of batters. Well below league average strikeout rate for Urena last year. And the story with him is if he can kind of find some consistency with his slider and his changeup to complement that good gas, why those numbers might get better. But he did pitch to a .382 ERA last season. The year before was 6 and change. So we'll see what the young guy has here this afternoon.
He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Urena will?
No, Derek Jeter will.
Oh, that guy.
See, I was segueing into the next bit. 14-time All-Star. World Series 5 times, Gold Glover 5 times, but a very different role now. He will be judged on what other people are doing on the field, and it's going to be a big challenge.
Yeah, and obviously they shook some things up. They rubbed some people the wrong way with some of the dismissals here within the organization, not just the trade of players, but some of the front office personnel. But he's got an opportunity to put a stamp on it here. He has his ideas how he wants to run things. We'll see how it plays out.
This will be the first pitch of the Major League season. This is the earliest start in the sport's history, not including international games, here on March 29th.
Yeah, Ian Happ hit 7 home runs in spring training, 5 of them leading off the game. I expect him to take a pretty healthy cut here if he gets a juicy-looking first pitch fastball from Urena.
Urena to Happ, and a drive to right.
Go, baby!
What were you saying, JD?
Yes, sir!
Good! Oh, baby!
Oh, my! That's unbelievable.
The season has begun.
Oh, this place, and it's full of Cub fans. And they are on their feet. Ian Happ, unbelievable stuff.
He did it 5 times in spring training. And you and I were talking to the Marlins broadcasters as Chris Bryant takes inside, and we said, make sure you're ready for the first pitch because he might be swinging.
Yeah, I mean, never mind this look him over, work the count. He saw something to his liking, and he let it eat.
2-0 on Bryant. Nice prediction.
Well, and
it can only go downhill from here.
We were talking in spring training the other day, and I said he's going to hit the first home run of the season, and he's going to hit the final home run of the baseball season in the World Series. So we're halfway there.
Bryant swings and misses, 2 balls and a strike on a guy a lot of people think will Be an MVP for the second time in his career. The pitch. A little bit inside. It is so windy in here. You do wonder if the pitchers will be affected at all.
Yeah, wind can be a little annoying. It starts really whipping around out there. You get a little wobbly.
Well, it's foul. The Cubs have a couple of new base coaches. Brian Butterfield's been doing it for a long time. He's now at third base. Former big league outfielder. And a Princeton guy, Will Venable, over at first. And Bryant draws the walk. Really couldn't have drawn it up much better for the first two batters in this ballgame.
Yeah, I hope everybody settled into their seats before the first pitch of the game. If not, you would have missed this. First pitch of the Major League Baseball season delivered to Ian Happ. And that's how he starts 2018.
So a homer, a walk, and now Parkland, Florida native Anthony Rizzo. This has been a very emotional time for Anthony since the tragic shooting at his high school. Long pause by Urania and time called. Both teams this weekend are wearing patches. MSD Marjorie Stoneman Douglas in honor of the victims and the many heroes as well. Anthony actually has gone back home a couple of times. He's left the Cubs from spring training twice, and he drives one foul to right to lend some support to his family and friends in Parkland, which is north of Miami. We will get our pitch speed graphic working. Our pitch tracks from MLB is malfunctioning as that ball is fouled back. 0-2. And as you can see, we have a new graphic look here on WGN for 2018.
Yeah. You always have to look to improve in this game, Len. You can't live with the status quo.
Just underway, 1-0 Cubs on the half homer, and Rizzo took one just off the plate. Urania throwing hard in the mid-90s. Got to be amped up a little bit in his first career opening day start.
Yeah, Don Mattingly made a decision late in spring training to start Urania here on opening day instead of Dan Straley, and it really didn't matter because Straley ended up getting hurt, is on the disabled list. But Mattingly's explanation at the time I found interesting. He thought Jose would benefit from the excitement of opening day, and you know, as opposed to, I think a lot of managers would say, this guy gets a little too emotional, I want to take him out of the heat. But Mattingly's thinking was just the opposite.
Rizzo just got hit by a pitch, something that happens quite a bit as he crowds the plate. And that brings up a topic of conversation throughout the spring, and that is mound visits. With some exceptions to the rule, you'll get 6 in the first 9 innings of a ball game, and then 1 per inning for extra innings. Talking with Jim Hickey, the Cubs' new pitching coach, before the game, he said we'll make adjustments. Everything will go well until it doesn't. And this typically would be a time where you might make a visit in the very first inning.
Yeah, absolutely. Home run, walk, hit by pitch, opening day with all the adrenaline. You might want to go out there and just kind of slow things down.
Wilson Contreras, cleanup man. Swing and a miss.
Cubs faced Urania twice last year, and he won both those games. Pitched well, including 6 shutout innings here towards the end of June.
Pulled foul to left. Cubs in the regular season, 292 wins under Joe Madden, the most in a 3-year period for the Cubs since 1909 to 1911, and the third most wins by any manager in his first 3 seasons with a major league team.
Cubs go to the postseason this year. It will be the first time in their history they've gone to the postseason in 4 consecutive years.
Contreras seems poised for a big season. 193 career games. He's hit 33 home runs. And that's coming after over 500 games in the minor leagues. Breaking ball missed up and in. 2-2. So 16 pitches in. Orena has yet to record an out. At second, Rizzo at first. 2-2 to Contreras. We'll try it again. Kyle Schwarber on deck.
This is such a deep and dangerous lineup. You'd like to be able to start the first inning and settle in a little bit when you're facing all that firepower at the top of the order. I mean, Happ, Bryant, one of the best sluggers in all the game. Then Rizzo, Contreras. I mean, there's just no let up. Javi Baez is in the 8th hole today. He hit 23 home runs last year.
Swing and a miss. There's the first out.
Nice job there by Chad Wallach, the young catcher. Starting to go a little more sliderish as opposed to just leaning on that fastball. And that's the reputation of Wallach. Smart back there. Dad Tim, of course, played a long time in the big leagues. Wallach considered to be a very good pitch framer.
So it's Kyle Schwarber. Had a 30 homer season last year, but would like to hit for a much better average. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. Well, they've scored 1. They'd love to put up a crooked number here before John Lester even throws a pitch.
Kyle really struggled early last year. They had him leading off, and that didn't work out for him. Went down to the minor leagues, came back, and in the second half he performed well.
Fouled out of play.
Ball's on the ground to the right side. Obviously hurt him with the shift on, and as a leadoff man, I mean, not a lot more, but you're going to have more at-bats with nobody on base, right? So that shift, you can push that guy out into short right field. In this situation with men on base, when you're thinking about, a double play, you can't position your infielder out there on the outfield grass. So even though they have 3 on that side of the infield, there's nobody out in short right.
One and 2 on Kyle. This ballpark, when it opened, played really big. They have shortened the distances in some areas over the years, trying to make it a little more fair. Inside, 2 and 2.
One thing well here in this inning, he's shown willingness to pitch inside. They got him on the ropes a little bit. He's trying to push back.
His 2-2 hit on the ground. Boris got it. Orena covering. Second and third now with 2 outs, and it'll be up to Addison Russell. Well, you hear this nebulous term, inning management. And you can define it in a lot of different ways, but if Orena gets out of this with no further damage, we will have said he managed the inning well, because it really could have gotten away from him.
In a boxing metaphor, the fight started, and he walked in the middle of the ring and got punched right on the jaw by Ian Happ. And kind of a little wobbly, but he's got a chance to get to his corner here and recover.
Here's the pitch to Russell, and it's high. Let's check out our first Lexus Run Predictor, brought to you by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. Typically, those percentages move a lot depending on how many outs there are, more than where guys are on the bases. Foul.
We highlighted Happ and Schwarber in our open, but Addison Russell obviously a key piece too, and I expect marked improvement from him this year offensively.
Long look by Urania. And now Russell asked for a moment. Play him around the right in the outfield, and the 1-1 pitch.
Got him.
And he got hit. So Urania, who hit a major league high 14 last year, has already plunked 2 in the first inning of 2018.
He gets a lot of arm side run on his two-seam fastball, and that's exactly what happens here. A runner just clips the jersey of Addison Russell. The other one was Anthony, and anytime Anthony Rizzo gets hit, it's understandable because he's so close to home plate, but a big opportunity now for Hayward to get his 2018 off to a positive start.
Jason batting 7th today. So bases loaded on 2 hit batters and a walk, and that pitch is off the outside corner. And let's update our Lexus Run Predictor now with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Goes up a little bit based on what happened last year.
Hey, mound visit, mark it down.
Yeah, our first of the year in Major League Baseball, and it's Juan Nieves, the Marlins pitching coach.
He made baseball history in the mound visit limit era. That'll be a trivia question. Pat Hughes, 13 years from now, you'll see Pat Hughes go, who made the first mound visit ever in the mound visit era? And Pat will say, Juan Nieves.
How it plays out for Urania, he will have made at least about 30 pitches here in the first inning. At the very least, the Cubs trying to shorten his outing today, and that's wide again, 2-0.
Well, this would be a good time to cheat on one, Jason.
The kick and the 2-0 is low. Most Cubs have the green light, but bases loaded, 3-0. Would this be a take spot for you?
Probably.
Baez lingering on deck. So Hayward will get an RBI on the walk, and it's 2-0. Javier Baez with the bases loaded, and the pitcher is on deck. It's always a good sign on the road. in the first inning.
Javi chant rises up from the Cub fans in attendance here today. And this is a dangerous pitch coming right here for Urania. If he grooves a fastball here to Baez, he's going to be backing up a base.
Several Florida guys on the Cubs roster. Rizzo and Baez, Almora. And did he get hit?
Yeah, they're checking if it was a swing. It was not, and he's going to take his base.
So that should force in another run. P.J. Mainville will come check on him, and the first thing is making sure he's all right, and the Cubs have not been given any indication that he got hit.
Yeah, I didn't see anything from Larry Vanover other than he checked to see if it was a swing or not. It looked like Don Mattingly was starting to come out of the dugout as if to question whether the ball hit the bat, and it may have gotten a little of both.
Well, Hayward and Russell have advanced, but Rizzo's still standing at third. So it is a hit by pitch. A painful RBI for Baez. It's 3-0. We might have had a major league record here in the first inning. 3 hit batters.
Yeah.
That's pretty rare.
Yeah. Tim Kirkchin's over here to our right. He'll be all over it. We'll check with Timmy.
Well, John Lester started his major league career going a record 0 for 66, but as a Cub, he's been really good in terms of his ability to lay down bunts. And over 3 seasons, he has 18 hits, including 6 doubles, a homer, 13 walks, a stolen base, and 12 knocked in. Way off the plate.
Urania's just got no command right now. He was doing better when he started to mix in more slider. There's a look at the numbers, RBIs, the pitchers the last 2 years, and Arrieta, Bumgarner, Scherzer, Martinez, and Wainwright, all known as good hitting pitchers. Lester does not have that reputation, but after really struggling when he first came to the Cubs, he's been pretty solid. He's got a good looking swing.
There's a strike. Cheer here in Miami. Probably one part of Yankeedom Derek Jeter didn't want to bring to Miami. Foul pop off of third, and no play for Anderson. What a strange inning. Happ hit the first pitch of the game for a home run. Since then, a walk, a hit batter, a strikeout, a ground out, a hit batter, a walk, and a hit batter. The last 2 coming with the bases full. Castro will make the play. Cubs leave the bases loaded, but they score 3 times. The first one on the very first pitch of the season. There's your Major League home run leader. His name is Ian Happ. Cut off the jam. Marlins coming up.
A strong woman can handle any challenge. But it's going to take a force of women to defeat lung cancer. The #1 cancer killer of women in our country. Too many of our mothers, sisters, daughters, and friends are losing their lives. So we've joined the American Lung Association's Lung Force. Because we need all of us to fight for better early detection and more treatments and create new hope. Will you join the force and help save women's lives? Fight lung cancer in women at lungforce.org.
about Bright Directions College Savings, its investment objectives, risks, and costs. Read the official statement available online. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan.
I can tell you only a little bit.
Ian Happ with the leadoff home run. The Cubs scored 3 times on 1 hit. Now, Don Mattingly's Marlins lineup, and they've gotten younger for sure. Lewis Brinson, their top prospect, will lead it off. Derek Dietrich is in left. Starlin Castro, the wily old veteran, right? 991 hits, 6 seasons with the Cubs. He's been a Yankee and now a Marlin since. Justin Bohr, formerly of the Cubs minor league system. Brian Anderson is at third. Martin Prado's on the DL. Garrett Cooper is in right. Miguel Rojas at short. Chad Wallach catching. Orena may or may not get an at-bat today. We'll see.
Cubs defensively, a big yard here to cover in the outfield. The Schwarber, Happ, and Hayward will take care of that on the infield. It's a good one of the best in the game. Bryant, Russell, Baez, and Rizzo. Wilson Contreras is behind the plate. And time now to take a look at our Cubs Blue Cross Blue Shield starting pitcher. It's the veteran left-hander John Lester. John now 34 years of age, 13-8 last year with a 4.33 ERA. Made 32 starts, spent a little time on the DL. Choose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, the card to carry through it all.
So Lester to Brinson. Borderline didn't get the call. Ball 1. Brinson acquired from the Brewers in the Christian Yelich deal. They traded away their entire outfield, arguably the best in baseball last year, with the bat for sure. And Stanton, Ozuna, and Yelich. They also dealt D. Gordon away. One hit on the ground toward the hole. Backhanded play. Russell, nice throw.
Yeah, it's good to see. We saw it in spring training from Addison as well. Had some issues with the throwing the last couple of years. He had some shoulder problems last year. Throwing errors have plagued him a little bit. He's such a good defender otherwise. Good strong throw. Good a speedy Brinson going down the line.
Derek Dietrich, an infielder by trade, but he's our starting left fielder.
Yeah, it's amazing how much firepower this lineup has lost. Marlins actually outscored the Los Angeles Dodgers last year. He surprised a lot of fans. They were 5th in the league in runs scored.
1-1 the count on Dietrich. Starlin Castro on deck. Bottom 1 of the season opener. Third opening day matchup between these two franchises. Baez with an easy play. Marlins winning in 97 and 98 at the old ballpark here in Miami. Now ex-Cub Starlin Castro, would love to hit his 100th career home run at some point in this 4-game series against his original team. He's sitting on 99 for his career. He was an all-star last year with the Yankees, 3 times as a Cub. And he's only 28.
Yeah, he's been around a long time and still in the prime of his career. It has to be disheartening for him. It was when he was traded away from the Cubs and then establishing himself in New York, and he gets moved along here to the Marlins. Goes from 2 great baseball markets to one where they don't pay a whole lot of attention. 16 home runs for the Yankees last year. He hit 37 with the Yankees in his 2 seasons there. 25 of those 37 were hit at Yankee Stadium.
Two and one on Starlin, who likes to swing the bat. John Lester making his 6th career start against the Marlins. And his 2-1 is slapped foul on the ground past Freddie Gonzalez, their third base coach. Perry Hill across the way first. Perry Hill, one of the best infield instructors in the game. 3-2. 4 Cactus League starts for John, a .281. He also made 2 minor league starts, or games against minor league opponents would be a better way to put it. Ground ball past a diving Bryant. Russell's got this one. The throw is off the mark. It should be an infield hit for Castro, and Russell will be charged with a throwing error, allowing Castro to advance to second.
Yeah, we talked about the throwing issues from Russell, but this is a little different animal here. This was a heck of a play. He's out there in the grass in short left field, so it's a do or die, heave it over there to first base situation. That's a tough error, but obviously you have to charge him with that error as Castro gets to second base.
Now the left-handed hitting Justin Bohr, the first baseman. '25th rounder of the Cubs in 2009. Marlins got him in the Rule 5 in 2013. Had a lot of power.
Yeah, he's a beast. 25 home runs last year, despite a couple stints on the disabled list.
Big John, 6'4", 240. Turned 34 in January, and now beginning the second half of his 6-year contract as a Cub. 2-1.
Pitch that maybe Urania didn't get because he was all over the place. John, better command of the strike zone. And not that the umpire is rewarding you for that, but I think it's just human nature. When a guy's around the zone throwing strikes, you tend to anticipate strikes. The thing that makes Lester so good, among other things, and this is kind of the advanced, pitching 400 level when they break down with the sabermetricians, they talk about tunneling, where same release point, late action on the cutter, sinker, change out, all curveball, all comes out looking the same until that late breaking action.
Two on Bohr.
So if you want to impress your friends at the next barbecue, that Lester man, he can really tunnel. And they go, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Look it up."
Yeah, I don't need to define it.
Don't make me explain it.
Ball 4.
So much turnover in this Marlin lineup. Only 2 of the starters today have had plate appearances against John Lester in the past. Castro had 10 at-bats against him. Rojas, the shortstop, has 3. Nobody else has ever faced John in a major league game.
Here's Brian Anderson, not the Brewers broadcaster, not the former big league left-hander who is the Rays analyst, not the former White Sox and Red Sox outfielder, but the Marlins third baseman, Brian Anderson. Have I missed any Bryans? Martin Prado, as I mentioned, is on the DL. He's recovering from knee surgery. The catcher, JT Realmuto, has a back issue. So they are a little banged up. JT Riddle also on the DL, and the Marlins are going to get on the board. Castro around third, and it's now 3-1. So they rally with 2 outs, the single, the error, the walk, and an RBI hit from Brian Anderson.
Not a bad pitch at all. It's down and away a little bit, hits it off the end of the bat. Anderson's a strong kid, and he's able to muscle it out there into shallow left center for the RBI single.
So for the time being, that would be an unearned run. Garrett Cooper bounces to third. That's a fair ball. Bryant will step on the bag, and the inning is over. Wild first.
Ready to have that home improvement work done, but not looking forward to pushy salespeople? Advanced Construction and Improvement offers great products and great service at a fair price without high-pressure sales tactics. What we do for a living is home improvement, including interior remodeling, roofing and gutters, siding, windows, and more. Call today for your free quote. Advanced Construction and Improvement. Quality you deserve and dependability you can count on.
Want it all in your next home?
Our Mel Foster agent helped us find it all.
My own office.
A dream kitchen.
Something brand new.
Location, location, location.
Privacy.
Pool!
My own room.
My own room.
Their own room.
Vida al aire libre.
Room for everyone's toys.
A home that says me.
It's Markdown Madness all month long at Mills Chevrolet. Take a sweet $16,000 off a new 2018 Silverado 4x4, $16,000 off, or an elite $8,000 off a new 2018 Equinox. That's $8,000 off. Plus, apply for credit and value your trade online at millschevy.com during Markdown Madness all month long at Mills Chevrolet in Davenport.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee.
Every time we're within 3 degrees of our forecast, local charities get cash. In fact, local charities have received over $58,000 from Erickson Chevrolet.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee not only helps you plan your day, thanks to our friends at Erickson Chevrolet, it helps area charities as well.
But hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Well, we are back. Cubs lead 3-1 after 1. Cub fans, check out the WGN Sports Game Zone to connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and information while you watch from home. Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape. Pools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and more. Escape your everyday shop. The Great Escape.
That run was earned because of the walk.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
The early bags are out.
Only played 1 inning. So, yeah, that run was earned. Well, I didn't make any mistakes in spring training.
Well,
the first one comes in the first inning. So Happ, who homered on the first pitch, takes a strike this time. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. (3-1) Cubs, second inning. One and 2. The Cubs will face 2 left-handed starters in this series. Tomorrow night, Caleb Smith and then Dylan Peters on Sunday. It'll be interesting to see how much the lineup will change, considering Joe wants to get Ben Zobrist and Albert Almora some at-bats here early in the season.
Yeah, and it's important to get those guys work early. You don't want guys rusting on the bench after getting a lot of at-bats in spring training. That's kind of Joe's MO anyway. He tries to keep everybody in the mix as much as possible. Yeah, I think that against left-handed pitching this year, you're going to see, a scenario where, Almora's in center and Happ's in right, or maybe vice versa. I know they're trying to get Ian Happ very comfortable in center field, so they prefer not to move him around.
Pops it up back of the plate.
Out down
the
there.
Play.
I don't think people were paying attention down there. Well, it was the first pitch ambush from Happ to start the ball game. Now working a deeper count, and as much as Urania had to work in the first inning, it makes sense to be patient now to force him to make more pitches.
Got him that time on a changeup. Everybody's in. Rizzo, Bryant, Javi, Kyle, and the rest of the boys are getting ready, training for another shot at October Glory. Be a part of it all season long at beautiful Wrigley Field, starting with opening day. A limited number of seats are available for the home opener Monday, April 9th. Act quickly before they're gone. Get your tickets now at Cubs.com. Bryant, a walk and a run in the first. He has the third highest on-base plus slugging in Cubs history with at least 2,000 plate trips. 915.
Yeah, production was down a little bit in terms of home runs and RBIs last year. But in other ways, he was even better. Became more disciplined. His walk rate was up. His strikeout rate down.
Two guys ahead of him on the OPS list, Hack Wilson and Sammy Sosa. That's it. Pulled and caught by Anderson, so Bryant lines out. Rizzo hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first, and a drive to right. Well hit. It will go into the upper tank. It's 4-1.
Well, that league lead was short-lived for Ian as Anthony Rizzo delivers number one on the 2018 season. Hit 32 of them last year, and here in front of all kinds of family and friends, he delivers. How good did that feel?
Third time he's homered in this ballpark. His home runs tend to be majestic, just like that one. Right in there for a strike on Contreras. Appeal he was able to hold, said Mr. Wendelstedt. Hopped up off of first. Bohr reaches over and makes the grab.
Switch to US Cellular today and get $300 off the latest smartphones. No trade-in required. Other carriers squeeze you with restrictions. What? And hidden fees. Don't get hosed. Switch today and get $300 off the latest smartphones with no hidden fees and no trade-in required. Plus, a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Junior! What's up, what's up, what's up? Do I know you? Dewey Ryder. I'm the new you. I'm the new model. I'm the upgrade. Oh, nobody told you? No. Oh, this is awkward. You know, I'm going to be driving race cars around super fast in circles, riding wild, Mountain Dew, all the time. I'll take this. Thank you. You just go on. Just go ahead and clear frame. Exit frame, Dale.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. All the way.
This is weird.
I'm all the way up.
From blistering heat and freezing cold to rain, hail, and wind, your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Now's the time to get ahead on your home improvements with a free roofing inspection from Midwest Complete Construction. Our excellent craftsmanship ensures we finish every project on time and on budget. Midwest Complete Construction has a wide selection of high-quality roofs, all competitively priced. Protect your home and increase its value. Call now for your free roofing inspection. Midwest Complete Construction, building relationships one project at a time.
to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Prescription drug abuse is drug abuse.
Anthony Rizzo making it 4-1. The two-out homer in the top of this second inning, and time now to see who's got momentum. Brought to you by First Midwest Bank. I'd say Joe Madden has been a momentum maker managing the Chicago Cubs. 90 wins plus an 8 of his last 10 as a big league manager. First Midwest Bank, connect with a momentum maker today. Brandon Hyde on Joe's right is the new bench coach. So he went from bench coach to first base, back to the bench. A little tape job for Javier Baez. And Brandon Hyde one time was on the Marlins coaching staff. So second inning, it's Miguel Rojas playing short. Likely in a platoon with JT Riddle. When Riddle is healthy, he is on the DL with a right shoulder issue. Rizzo moves in at first, fouled right at the plate.
Yeah, so not only the Marlins losing all these players because of the trades, but really depleted some of their better players. You know, Riddle's a good young player. Real Muto's probably their best player now. Martin Prado, a solid veteran, all on the shelf.
Lester into his motion. The pitch is high. Tuesday, the Marlins played here their final exhibition game of spring training. And Rojas was given the late Jose Fernandez's locker due to the overcrowding in the clubhouse, but only for that day. The team's veterans got together and agreed he should take it. Backhanded Baez, and he'll get him. And then Fernandez's locker will remain empty the rest of the year unless when it's necessary to be used. Chad Wallach, the unlikely opening day catcher because of that Real Muto injury. So his dad, who's their bench coach, gets a front row seat. Got to be a little nerve-wracking for Tim Wallach. Call him Eli, and I mean, you're trying to win a ball game, but when your kid's batting,
yeah, no matter, and you know, he's been around the game his whole life, and as has the kid. But yeah, you're still the dad, and that relationship is still there.
At least he's on his own team. It gets even stranger when you're, you know, John Farrell managing against your son Luke, or something like that.
Yeah.
By the way, Luke Farrell in the Cubs organization. All three of John's sons, I believe, are in the Cubs organization. John no longer managing, but I have a feeling he will at some point again.
I think he's going to do some TV work this year, and he's doing some scouting for somebody.
The Reds. 3-2 the count on Wallach.
Lester unhappy with himself there and shooting for that outside corner, and he missed wide, but there's not a whole lot of give-in with John. He has such good command. He feels like he can make quality pitches regardless of the situation. Rarely is he just going to channel one.
And he walks Wallach.
Check out the variety of luxury premier options that Wrigley Field has to offer for your next client, corporate, or family function. Like an all-inclusive suite experience, daily suite rentals are still available for the opening week of baseball. For details, visit Cubs.com/premier.
So after that first inning, Arena has to be happy he's getting an at-bat. Shows bunt early. and takes ball one.
Yeah, if memory serves me right. Yeah, 104. I don't think Urania, when we've seen him in the past, we have not seen a lot of him, but I don't remember him being much of a threat.
Wallach dancing off the bag at first. Popped up. Contreras will not have a play.
Rizzo about as aggressive as they are in the game in defending the bunt, but with the lefty out there, he's trying to hold his ground a little bit longer to tighten Wallach up a little bit there at first base.
And 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Ooh, good hack that time by Urania.
Not a bad looking hack at all.
A couple of openers rained out. Reds were to host the Nationals today. They called that game off yesterday. Pirates and Tigers will not play due to rain in Detroit. Of the other games just about getting started. Bunted foul. That's strike 3. First strikeout for John. Cardinals and Mets. First inning 0-0 in New York. Carlos Martinez and Noah Syndergaard matching up in that one.
Wow. Yeah. Some high-octane stuff there.
Well, that's the thing about opening day. Not only is it the first game, but you get so many great, at least on paper, pitching matchups. Brinson 0 for 1.
Brinson's from this area.
Yeah, he grew up a Marlins fan. Juan Pierre was his favorite player, and he was thrilled to get traded. Russell to Baez to end it. Well, last Friday, we lost Kurt Bagby, a longtime member of the WGN TV family. Kurt was a Navy veteran, WGN engineer, excellent father and grandfather, and he will be missed.
The world-famous Harlem Globetrotters, featuring some of the greatest athletes and entertainers on the planet, will bring their unrivaled family experience to the Tax Slayer Center on April 8th. One local kid could win a chance to be ball boy, ball girl at the event. Plus, get 4 tickets to see the Harlem Globetrotters. Just go to the contest section on WQAD.com and register to win. Join the fun with the Harlem Globetrotters at the Tax Slayer Center Sunday, April 8th. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Wow, today's the big day. I can't believe that it's finally here. From the first day we met, I knew I wanted to marry Lisa. She's amazing in every way. I had to find the ring that matched her beauty, and I knew I would only find it at Necker's. The diamond and setting they helped me pick out is perfect. Now, all I have to do is pop the question. She said yes. She loves the ring, and it's all because I went to Necker's. Necker's Jewelers in Davenport and DeWitt. Give to the one you love.
Great futures start at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley.
Pay it forward.
Thank you so much.
Shining a spotlight on hardworking people determined to make a difference in our community.
When neighbors help neighbors, you know, it's a great gesture.
And helping them continue with their extraordinary work.
Every penny is really appreciated.
Yeah.
Every cent of it. Wow, we're very, very thankful.
Help us keep the Pay It Forward movement going. If you know someone who gives everything of themselves, we want to give you $300 to give to them. Pay It Forward, brought to you by Essentra Credit Union and WQAD News 8.
What are you waiting for? Just go to the site.
That's a fly ball. That's very deep to left center. Back goes Marino. Back. It's all over.
Larry Bittner, the Cubs home opener back in 1978 with a game winner off Jim Bibby. And you'll be able to see many more great highlights like that on April 16th for our game as we celebrate the 70th anniversary of the first Cubs telecast on WGN beginning at 5:30. That's p.m. And I have to say that because we started today at 11:30 a.m. Schwarber just cracked his bat as he grounds to Castro. Third inning underway. Cubs lead 4-1.
That's Larry Bittner with 2 R's, 2 I's, and 2 T's. B-I-I-T-T-N-E-R, Bittner.
Oh, Larry, the double R.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not at the end.
It would be great if it were B-I-I-T-T-N-N-E-E-R-R. Russell hit by a pitch in the first. Great to have our WGN sports crew here in Miami with us. Mark Brady, our producer. We want to welcome Jim Holly to the WGN family, our director. Vince Lodel, our associate producer. Bob Vorwald, our executive producer. Great to have you with us today.
You're taking a shot down and away there. That's something he has not yet done in this game. Commanded the outside corner down. That's with his kind of stuff. You get the sense he's just trying to stuff hitters, right? Just trying to reach back and blow it by as opposed to locating. If he can command that pitch right there, he's got a chance of hanging in here a little bit.
The Marlins had just 54 quality starts last year, tied for the fewest in the majors. And they will not get one today. Floated into center for a base hit. I mean, if I just gave you that stat alone, right? Tied for the fewest quality starts in baseball, and I didn't give you anything else about last year, you'd say probably a losing season, right?
Yeah.
It's almost impossible to win without it.
Starters had an ERA of 5 and change.
Pulled to right, fair ball. Russell on his way to third. Hayward to second. Two in scoring position with only one out for Baez.
Yeah, another ambush there. So 3 extra base hits in the game for the Cubs. Home run, half home run, Rizzo, double. Hayward all coming on the first pitch. It's that overly aggressive first pitch heater, and they've been jumping on it. Good swing there by Jay Hay. Put Baez on.
So that'll load him up for John Lester.
Chicagoland viewers, it's time for the Subway third inning triple play promotion. Text Subway to 97999 right now, and the 300th texter will win a $30 gift card to a Subway restaurant in the Chicagoland area. Subway, so much sandwich.
Cubs really trying to break this thing open. Lester takes a strike on the outside edge. Anderson hugging the bag at third. Bohr ready to charge from first if Lester bunts. Double play chance. Castro, Rojas, Bohr. So John hit.
On the subject of plumbing, there are small issues and there are big issues. At Crawford Company, we're equipped to handle it all, from leaky pipes and fixtures to drain backups. Crawford delivers award-winning quality, service, and innovation, finding real solutions to your real problems. So for plumbing installations and repairs, count on the professionals from Crawford. Go to CrawfordPlumbers.com. Crawford Company. Plumbing and drain cleaning, heating and air conditioning.
We know you. You've had a hectic week at work and now you need a break. find your sanctuary at Glens Creek Golf Course in the heart of Scott County Park. A little bit of golfing heaven right in your own backyard. Sure, you can pay a little less in the city or pay a lot more at the club. But if you want a challenge in a setting that can soothe your savage beast, you can't find a better golfing value than Glens Creek. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call Glens Creek Golf Course today and relax.
We know it feels like your world is falling apart when you lose someone you love. At Esterdal Mortuary and Crematory, we can help you hold things together and take care of the many things that must be done to bring chaos into focus. When you're overwhelmed by loss and don't know what to do, make a single call to someone who does. Esterdal Mortuary and Crematory, 309-736-7100. Caring for people, making a difference.
Practice and prepare for severe weather. Have your shelter place picked out at home and at work. Keep flashlights and cell phone batteries fully charged. When the lights go out, your cell phone comes in handy.
Be safe with Storm Track 8 and Kohler Electric.
Bulls Heat.
Tonight at 6:30 on MyTV 8-3.
Into the forest preserves of Cook County. When you're surrounded by 70,000 acres of wild and wonderful, there's no better place to feel free.
Hey, Cub fans, make sure you check out the Cubs blog, up and running at WGNTV.com. Presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich. Go to jeffvuk.com or follow him on social media. Nationwide is on your side. Cub fans enjoying a nice spring afternoon with the roof open here at Marlins Park. This is not a sellout today. The ballpark is mostly full. We're hearing a lot of loud cheers when the Cubs do good stuff, and they've done a lot of good stuff here in the early going.
Yeah, the way that last half inning ended, obviously disappointing, that bases loaded situation, and it's always a tough call for a manager because we talked about Lester previously, how he's proven to be pretty adept with the bat, so you're kind of going back and forth. I'm sure Joe Madden was, whether he should just bunt, and a lot of times the bunt there is just simply to make sure you stay out of the double play. Obviously, you're hoping to push a run across, but with Happ is scheduled next, and maybe the next time that situation comes up, Joe decides to bunt.
Dietrich just hit it a ton. Is it fair, though? It is foul. Foul ball. Perry Hill staring down there, and doesn't seem to be any sort of controversy. It was close, but no cigar.
Javi had the call early, but he's a little biased, but he was right. Just to the right of the foul pole. Dietrich taking a page out of the Cubs playbook with that early aggressive swing.
Foul back. Dietrich, like Anthony Rizzo, gets hit by a lot of pitches. .72 times for Dietrich, most in Marlins history.
Ooh, good try. Most of the work from Lester's down. Occasionally he'll elevate a fastball. A cutter there. There's a curveball. Sinks it, throws a change up, and also occasionally the four-seamer up. 43 and 25 with a .333 since donning the Cub blue.
Deep to left. Schwarber still going back, and it's off the wall. Hopefully Kyle's all right. A very awkward collision with a fence. Dietrich trying for three, and he makes it with a triple. And Schwarber up on his feet, thankfully in left.
Yeah, that was ugly the way he hit the wall.
He got twisted around a little bit.
Dietrich is really strong. kid is really put together, but I think this fools everybody, the ability to drive the ball this far the other way for Dietrich. You see Schwarber one peek at the wall and then the last-minute lunge to try to track that ball down. And good to see him bounce back up, and now Lester has to try to pitch around a leadoff triple.
Play by Contreras. Cubs playing the infield back here with a 3-run lead early. All right, I have a pitcher question for you. You've got a 4-1 lead, but you don't like giving up any runs when you're a pitcher, right?
Right.
Do you ever get aggravated when you look around and see the infield back?
Yes. Yeah, you do, because you think differently than the manager. You're just thinking about run prevent. I don't want this run to score. I want the infield in.
3-0. So even though you know it's good for your club.
Yeah, you just hate the idea of conceding, right? Because that's what we always say when the infield's back, they're conceding a run. As a pitcher, like, I don't want to concede anything. And Lester's working out of the zone because he knows how much Castro likes to swing the bat. He figures sooner or later he's going to expand. And so far, Castro is showing patience.
Swinging 3-0 and tops it foul.
Yeah, that's the hitters. Just about all hitters get a little more aggressive in these situations. That's an RBI waiting out there. So they want to put the ball in play. Now Castro, who's aggressive to begin with, so you take that times 2, and as a pitcher you're thinking, he threw him the 3-0 strike there, but he probably feels like he can come off the plate here and still get maybe and do some weak contact.
Kick in the 3-1 is high, and he walked him. So a walk per inning for John to start the ball game.
Watch every out-of-market regular season game live at home, in the office, or on the go with MLB.TV. Your subscription includes MLB At-Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. So herein lies the danger, but pitching carefully to Castro because you're thinking he's going to expand. He kind of crossed you up by taking the walk, and now you've got a very dangerous hitter up there who could tie the ball game with one swing of the bat. John did a great job neutralizing left-handed hitters last year. They batted just .205 against him. Good sink. And he allowed only 4 home runs to left-handed batters all year.
I don't know Justin Bohr particularly well, but it would be great if he were really excitable with that last name.
Played his college ball at George Mason.
Tough play. Bryant is going to have to barehand it, and he gets Bohr. A run scores. That's the first out of the inning. And it's 4-2 with Castro now at second.
That time, weak contact proved to be advantageous for the Marlins. If that's sharply hit somewhere on the ground, it's an easy double play, but it's a slow roller. And Bryant has no option but to go to first base. Nice play.
Here's Anderson. Line in the left center. Castro around third. That ball gets all the way to the wall past Schwarber. Anderson will stand at third. The 1-run ball game.
Second hit, second RBI on the day for Anderson. It's been a tough go for Kyle Schwarber in left field here in this inning. So he just overruns this one.
We're hearing single, E7. Should be an RBI for Anderson. It would be the second of the day. And now the infield will come in against Garrett Cooper. So he does get a run knocked in. Big dude, 6'6", 230.
Uppercut swing, good low ball hitter.
Bounced into center, and all of a sudden we're tied. Well, that happened in a hurry. So Garrett Cooper, it's his 7th career RBI. First as a Marlin.
Just beats this one into the ground in front of home plate, but with the infield in, the top spin allows it to squirt through the infield for an RBI knock, and now Jim Hickey will make his way out to the mound for a little chat.
After a long run with the Tampa Bay Rays, and a lot of it under Joe Madden, Jim Hickey back in his hometown of Chicago. Pitched in the White Sox minor league system. You were with him in Houston before he went to Tampa Bay. And Hick grew up a Cub fan. The '69 team were his guys.
He's had a heck of a career and a very well respected pitching coach for a long time now.
So 3 runs in. And still only 1 out. Rojas shows bunt. And the pitch in the dirt.
There's action in the Marlin bullpen, so Don Mattingly prepared to pinch hit for Urania should the situation dictate it. That's Jacob Turner. He spent a little time in the Cub uniform.
2-0. Cubs scored 3 times in the first inning. The Marlins with 3 here in the third to tie it.
Pretty good looking pitch, wasn't it?
As we look ahead to later, the Cubs have an 8-man bullpen and a 4-man bench to start the year. 3 lefties in the pen. 3-1 the count. Dunsing, Wilson, and Montgomery. From the right side, the closer Morrow, Edwards, Butler, Cishek, and Pedro Strop. Battled back from the calf injury and did not get put on the DL, so he's available today. In the air to right, Hayward is over. He slides and he makes the catch in foul territory. Nicely done by Hayward. A 5-time Gold Glover. That's out number 2.
Off the bat, I thought that one was going to drift out of play, but great concentration as Hayward, as we've seen him do time and time again. A solid play and right. Checking for positioning there on his cheat sheet.
Chad Wallach takes ball 1. Ex-Marlin Steve Cishek is up. Lester Strode watching in the background. Lester Strode in his 30th season in the Cubs organization. Good curveball, 1-1. Two and one. Kyle Hendricks will pitch tomorrow night. Yu Darvish will make his Cubs debut on Saturday. And Jose Quintana will pitch on Sunday. We'll have tomorrow night's game right here on WGN, 6 o'clock Central. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Wallach strikes out. Lester not happy with the way that inning went. It's now 4-4 at the end of 3.
Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your source for quality electronics and home appliances. Lindstrom's brand source has now added Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress manufacturer. Serta is now on display in our new bed salon at Lindstrom's. Choose from Serta iComfort Hybrid or Serta Perfect Sleeper Beds. Our knowledgeable experts at Lindstrom's are here to help you get a better night's sleep. Find value with Serta Mattress from Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your brand source headquarters.
There are many reasons to inspect and clean your home's air ducts. Moving to a new home, suffering from allergies, too much pet hair. QC Vent Pro can help. We'll give you a free video assessment and make sure your ducts are clean and safe. Your satisfaction is our #1 priority. QC Vent Pro also offers dryer vent cleaning to keep your dryer running safely and efficiently.
5315129. Go with the pros who make your vent shine. QC Vent Pro.
Thanks, Quad Cities, for making Sexton Ford your trusted dealership for all your vehicle needs. From sales to service, auto body to parts. Get a new 2018 Ford Escape, only $20,995. Buy a 2018 Ford Focus 4-Door S for just $13,995. Get drastic used car discounts like a 2015 Fusion for only $13,995 or a 2017 Escape for only $17,995.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
Find out how at safekids.org.
Great to see the Lane Tech High School baseball team in attendance today. They played at Stoneman Douglas earlier in the week. You see they're wearing Stoneman Douglas caps given to them by the Cubs. Lane Tech High School is just west of Wrigley Field on Addison, home to Kerrywood Field. And the alma mater of the late and longtime Cub, and at the end of his career, a White Sox, Phil Cavarretta. A 4-4 tie as we play the 4th inning. Happ started the game and the season with a homer on the first pitch. And he swings and misses on a changeup. It up.
Run him out today.
Yeah. Anderson circling and makes the play. Let's step aside for the first time this season and see what's coming up on WGN. Len and JD and our WGN sports crew from Miami. The Bulls will play the Heat tonight. Big Chicago weekend here in South Florida. Bryant fouls to the net.
Walked and scored first time up. Solid line drive last time, but it ended up in the glove of Anderson down there at third base. They got 3 on the left side of the infield for Bryant. Some clubs do, some don't. Doesn't hit many balls on the ground on the right side. We'll up the middle a fair bit.
Pulled fair. Left field corner for Bryant. And he's got a double.
Kind of a helicopter slider. Didn't have a whole lot of bite on it. More solid contact from Bryant, and now the formation will shift to the right side of the infield with Anthony up there. As you see the relay coming in. Chris drops anchor at second base.
Another fashionable early pick for MVP candidate Anthony Rizzo. And off to a really good start. Is he on top of the plate or what? It just gives you no room as a pitcher.
Yeah, when it's the Urania stepping up, it's such a different look. You try to go down and away. If it's on the plate, that's a pitch you can easily reach. You go in, you run the risk of hitting him. You miss in, he's going to hit it in the seats like he did last time. So we'll throw a spike change up and hope for the best.
Strike. Mourning the death of Wayne Huizenga, the original Marlins owner here in South Florida. And Wayne was actually born in Evergreen Park, Illinois. He owned the Marlins, the Panthers, and the Dolphins. Popped into shallow center, and it's Brinson to make the catch. So 2 outs, and the 4th inning is brought to you by Wendy's. 4 for 4 now with more choices than ever at participating locations for a limited time. Contreras 0 for 2. He's got an RBI sitting at second base. The Cubs try to re-grab the lead. Bounced fair, and it's 5-4 as Bryant will score. Contreras with a double.
Five runs for the Cubs. 5 different players have driven him in. Here's number 1 for Contreras. He, like Bryant, goes down the third baseline. You've mentioned it. First time up, he's set up to have a big year. 21 home runs, 74 driven in last year. Spent a good bit of time on the disabled list, and boy, he was red hot when he got hurt.
Intentional pass to Schwarber. So they will pitch to Russell.
Cubs have had 13 men reach base already in this ball game.
First pitch swinging. Castro and Bohr, it'll be the first baseman.
If you're tired of having water in your basement, then the professionals at Todd's Mudjacking and Basement Services should be your next phone call. From sealing the foundation to installing a basement drain tile system, they'll find the most efficient and affordable solution to your water situation. Call Todd's Mudjacking and Basement Services in Silvis at 309-792-0252 and let us help you get back on level ground.
Smart buying decisions are made at Majeski Motors.
Choose from our great selection of over 250 vehicles in stock and save thousands on late model, low mileage, top quality pre-owned from Majeski Motors in Sterling, Illinois. Right now, choose from a 2015 Chevy Malibu or a 2015 Chevy Cruze, all with low miles and a factory warranty. Only $14,999 or just $196 a month.
Majeski Motors in Sterling, Illinois and MajeskiMotors.com. Your smart choice for pre-owned vehicles.
If you didn't get your wireless plan from U.S. Cellular, you've probably been blown away by hidden fees, too. And not in a good way! They hit you with activation fees and monthly connection charges. Then they throw in data overages. But U.S. Cellular has no hidden fees. Plus unlimited data for $40 a month. Right, my man? So get U.S. Cellular with a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Help the American Red Cross sound the alarm. Save a life through home fire safety.
Join us on Saturday, April 28th, as we team up with fire departments, volunteers, and partners to install free smoke alarms and develop fire escape plans for families.
Join the movement. Register to volunteer at soundthealarm.org.
Cubs lead 5-4. Let's see who's going places. Brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. 13th time in the last 17 seasons the Cubs have started on the road. First three-city road trip since 2000, Tokyo, St. Louis, Cincinnati. And this is the longest road trip before a Cubs home game to start a year in the modern era. Got to go back to 1899, the last time it happened. 12 games on the road. They went 7-5 at Louisville, Cincinnati, and St. Louis.
They traveled by wagon train back then.
Pulled into the corner by Cameron Maben, batting for Urania. Maben back with the Marlins. And jumps all over that first pitch from John Lester.
John shot a look into the dugout as if to say that wasn't on the scouting report on Maben. That's, again, this theme of damage on first pitches continues. He's just trying to get the jump there on the pinch hitter. A challenge fastball, and Maben whacks it into the corner. And right back into the stretch goes John.
Just survival mode at this point for the two starting pitchers. Urania leaving after 4 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs. And Lester going to get through this fourth with a lead. Swing and a miss by Brinson. Veteran left-hander Brian Dunsing. The thing about Urania's outing, it wasn't good.
Nope.
It could have been a lot worse. Because you mentioned all the traffic the Cubs had. They could have put up a 10 spot on him today.
Yeah, his command was so bad in that first inning. Left the bases loaded in the first. The double play off the bat of John Lester. Got out of the hook with that. Got off the hook, I should say.
Ground ball. That's going to keep Maben at second. Brinson can move, and he's just out at first.
Rolls over on that breaking pitch. No opportunity for Maben to advance.
Dietrich with an opposite field triple in the third. Lester's 0-1. Looped into left. That'll get down. Maben wasn't quite sure, so he can only advance to third, and that could be big. Boy, it's so easy from our perch to see a play developing, but Maben, he waited.
Yeah, and I think Kyle may be a little bit tentative on that one because of what transpired last inning when he had his feet go out from underneath him when he overplayed the ball.
That's going to be it for John Lester. So Joe Madden heading out. It's going to be a long bullpen day for both clubs. Cubs leading by a run. Marlins threatening here in the fourth, and we'll be right back.
Dunright Satellite has been working with local families and businesses for over 15 years. We live and work right here in the Quad Cities. Everything we do is done right. Why call a stranger when the experts at Dunright Satellite are already here to serve you?
It's easy to save a lot of money with Dish, so shop local and get it done right.
When you're ready to save money with Dish, call the people who work here, play here, spend here,
and live here.
Call Dunright Satellite of the Quad Cities.
Really?
Free peanuts and popcorn?
Really?
Really. What game do you want to watch? We got them all.
Really?
Really. Hungry? We got the best grill in town.
Really?
Really. Our burgers and tenderloins are amazing.
Really?
Really. T-shirt, sweatshirt?
Really?
Really.
Steve's Old Time Tap. Sports and really, really good food and drinks.
Really?
So how long has it been since you had a haircut? Wow, that long?
Blunt, but hey, you were busy. Just go to the site.
Got our Bud Fan Cam coming up a little later on today, and send us your selfies. Hashtag Bud Fridays. Rick Sutcliffe with a selfie with Kyle Hendricks on Sunday in Arizona. Cup debut for ex-Marlin Steve Cishek. 8-year career here, St. Louis, Seattle, Tampa Bay. 121 career saves, so he's used to pitching late in ball games, but he comes in to try to save this fourth inning against Starlin Castro.
Well, he's a ground ball pitcher, and the Cubs would love to get here, get a 2-ball, and get out of this mess. And Castro's a good candidate too, because he puts it in play, and he puts it in play on the ground a lot.
One ball and one strike.
Sinkers and sliders, 90, 91 miles per hour with the sinking fastball. No, just about an equal mix of sinkers and sliders.
Step off to check on Dietrich. Breaking ball. Caught the inside corner.
Little front door slider right there. Good action on this pitch. I'm not sure that's where he wanted to throw it. I think they were trying to go away. Nice job by Contreras. Kind of easing his way into catching that pitch as opposed to stabbing at it.
First and third. One away. Cubs lead by a run. Castro, I think, went around the throw. Not in time. So Castro strikes out. 2 down.
It's interesting, prior to the pitch, when Maben did that little sprint down the line, causing Cishek to step off, they were calling for a slider. And I think with Maben taking that aggressive lead, Contreras said, let's throw the elevated fastball and put a pickoff on it. And I don't think there was necessarily a play where they were thinking about getting a swing and miss from Castro. He wanted the opportunity to make a play on Maben.
Moore with 2 outs. And the pitch is low. Baez way out in the outfield grass. But they're not over shifting. As you see, Russell pretty near where he normally would play it short. One you've got to always be paying attention. If you're Chris Bryant on a routine grounder, you can't just throw to second because Baez will be able to get there. With 2 outs, you'll have to throw to first. A little more to think about these days, right?
Yeah.
Defensively.
Yeah, and the other part of it too is with Maben's speed on third. If he were to run from first here, Dietrich, a throw through, Maben would have a chance to race home, but I just don't think that's in play. They don't want to take the bat out of Boer's hands. Now, if he were to get down in the count a couple strikes, they may try something a little cagey on the bases.
Two and two.
Think about Cishek. When you see that delivery, you would say, well, he's going to eat up right-handed hitters, but he's going to struggle against lefties. That has not been the case in his career. He's been pretty good against left-handed hitting.
Yeah, killer against righties and real good against lefties. 685 opponent's OPS. Inside, it's full, so now Dietrich will be running with 2 outs. There he goes. The pitch is hit in the air to left. Schwarber has it, and Cishek gets out of it. We go to the 5th.
Clogged, backed up drains can be inconvenient at best and disastrous at worst. When your home or business has drain issues, there's no time to mess around. Crawford Company has the professional plumbers on staff to solve your problem. From high-definition diagnostic cameras to the most advanced cleaning equipment, Crawford's the right call. A standard drain guy can't handle the difficult stuff. You want a professional plumber from Crawford. Crawford Company. Plumbing and drain cleaning, heating and air conditioning.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Then get on board with the Tax Admiral and let us steer your way to financial freedom.
Helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, are facing an audit, a lien, or levy, then call me right away. You're in charge with the Tax Admiral. Call me now for your free emergency consultation.
Call 866-809-1357. That's 866-809-1357.
Can you ever get enough brewed?
Absolutely not.
Travel with us through the craft beer world every week.
Currently at 222 beers on draft.
It's all cheeky fun.
The places, the people, and of course, the beers.
Never not make this beer.
Brewed, Saturday night at 10:35 on WQAD News 8.
If you have a problem and you can't get it fixed, I'm Chris Miner, and I'm here for you. If someone's done you wrong, WQAD News 8 is on your side. Trust me to get to the bottom of things, to ask the tough questions and get the answers you need. Whether it's a business deal gone bad, a crooked contractor, or a scammer who's out to steal your hard-earned money, WQAD News 8 is on your side and will hold the bad guys accountable.
Wild and wonderful. There's no better place to feel free.
Wild start to the season, 5-4. Cubs will bat here in the 5th inning. Time now for the high-speed replay powered by Xfinity. StatCast stats. Catch probability under 60% on that nice sliding grab and foul ground by the Gold Glover Jason Hayward, and he will lead it off against the new Marlins pitcher, Chris O'Grady.
O'Grady spent a little time with the Marlins last year. 13 appearances, 6 starts. Posted those numbers. He's a finesse left-hander. Say 87 miles per hour with the heater. He likes to cut it. It's the first one you threw at 82.
He was a teammate of Justin Boers at George Mason.
Yeah, his first year was Justin's last. There haven't been that many players in the big leagues from George Mason. Odd to find 2 on the same team.
On Hayward, who's reached both times. And a high fly ball out in the center. It's deep but playable, and it's caught by Brinson. Monday, April 9th, it's the home opener. Cubs host the Pirates at 1:20 p.m. Up to the first 30,000 early arriving fans receive a Cubs magnet schedule presented by Giordano's. Don't miss out on the Cubs 2018 home opener. It only happens once. A limited number of seats are still available at Cubs.com. Baez looks at a pitch low. He got hit in the first inning up around the hand. Fortunately was okay. That forced in a run. He was intentionally walked in the 3rd. First time he has to swing the bat, and he just lined out to Dietrich for out number 2.
Yeah, that one had some exit velocity. Going to hang with him for Javi. Kind of meandered his way back to the dugout in frustration. It's a good swing on, a little topspin, sinking line drive. Dietrich battled it, put it away.
You were mentioning Steve Cishek and the idea of possibly being a right-handed specialist. I do think there are times this year Joe might use him in that regard, but as you said, he can get lefties out. And the other most important thing is he was pitching in the 4th inning, so you're not going to match up this early in the ball game.
Right, yeah.
So he gets a rare at bat. In his career, he is 0 for 1. That's how rare.
Baez hit that ball 113 miles per hour.
Ooh.
That probably turns into a hit at least 69, 72% of the time.
Just about as fast as they drive on I-95 out here. Just north of downtown Miami. Yeah, he made good contact. Sliding play, Rojas. Stop it.
Safe.
Wow. Cishek bidding for his first major league hit. Rojas gets him. Still 5-4.
Customer service is a top priority at Traditional Floors. Walk into one of our showrooms and work directly with myself or one of my boys. We have been family owned and operated for over 10 years.
And we also have 2 locations to serve you.
We would love to help you find the perfect floor covering, custom shower, or backsplash for your home or business. We use only the finest materials at Traditional Floors, including LVT, luxury vinyl tile. It's resilient and affordable. Come see us in Milan or East Moline, or visit us at traditionalfloorsqc.com.
Hush your mouth. I told y'all mother, y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm lasting 20 rounds. And if you want me, then come on get me now. Is you with me now? Then biggie bounce. I know you dig the way I switch my style.
New Mountain Dew Ice. A clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
We know it feels like your world is falling apart when you lose someone you love. At Esterdal Mortuary and Crematory, we can help you hold things together and take care of the many things that must be done to bring chaos into focus. When you're overwhelmed by loss and don't know what to do, make a single call to someone who does. Esterdal Mortuary and Crematory, 309-736-7100. Caring for people, making a difference.
We're busy. Just go to the site.
Been that kind of a day. A lot of action so far. 5-4, middle of the fifth. Cubs fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC.
Yeah, it can be a roller coaster ride over 162 games, and it feels like we've had a couple of those already today. And the first game of the season always seems to take on added importance, even though it is just one of 162. It's the first one.
They always talk about the marathon versus the sprint, the old cliche about baseball, and it's true. But like the start of a marathon, it's the whole ceremony, the pomp and circumstance that's around it, and all the energy and adrenaline that everybody brings to the ballpark.
Well, we will see a fair amount of the Cubs bullpen today. After the starter, John Lester, 3 1/3, charged with 4 runs, 3 earned. He walked 3, struck out 2 on 6 hits. Cishek helped get him out of that 4th inning. And ball 1 on Brian Anderson, who's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run.
But 1-2-3 fifth by O'Grady, the first such inning in this ball game.
Rizzo's got it. Hey, Cubs destinations travel packages include tickets, hotel accommodations, ballpark tours, Cubs swag, and a private meet and greet with a current player. This season's trips to Chicago include matchups against the Cardinals, Nationals, and Reds. For more information, visit Cubs.com/destinations. Low on Cooper. I haven't checked out Garrett Cooper's IMDb page, but he starred in some stuff back in the 40s, right?
Was it Gary Cooper?
Oh, sorry. Garrett.
It could have been Garrett. Might have been Garrett. That's not a ball. That's a strike, Larry. Cishek makes his living down there around the knees, and that had plenty of the plate. Over through that one.
By the way, did you know Gary Cooper, the actor?
Part of the
His
Yankees.
mom's name was Alice?
Is that right? No, I did not know that.
And he walked him.
You know,
that's the kind of stuff you can only learn watching Cubs baseball. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. One-out base runner. I cut you off mid-thought.
No, I was just stream of consciousness. Talking about Gary Cooper. He played Lou Gehrig in Pride of the Yankees. Lou Gehrig hit a home run at Wrigley Field as a high schooler against Lane Tech. And we had a shot of the Lane Tech high school baseball team here together. So it all ties together.
And Garrett Cooper made his major league debut as a Yankee last year. That's 2 circles.
Mm-hmm. Is there a Venn diagram?
1-1 on Rojas.
It's a situation where Don Mattingly might be inclined to play a little hit and run.
Fair ball. Well, that really fooled Rizzo. I don't think he saw it. And Rojas towards second. And the throw there is a little tardy. Second and third with one out. Anthony didn't really react. I don't think he saw the ball off the bat. And I'm not sure if he'd have made the play anyway. But his reaction after the fact made it look like he didn't see it.
Yeah, he absolutely didn't see that well off the bat because he held his ground. You know, he didn't take a couple big long steps to his right as the pitch was being delivered. He kind of hung in there. Clearly did not see that ball well off the bat.
So we talked earlier about infield in or back. Here you've got to, you can't overcommit because if you bring everybody in, a little bloop single can give them the lead.
Yeah, if they punch one through the drawn-in infield.
Wallach the hitter, and the pitch is a strike.
Still, as much offense as there's been in this game, it's still just the fifth inning, and you're still thinking about preventing crooked numbers.
Oh, 2. A strikeout here would be huge. Tomas Talis is on deck.
Wallach struck out last time, and the bat looks a little slow. He was behind the fastball from Lester back in the third.
Walked with one out. Rojas then doubled. And here's an 0-2, and Wallach strikes out. Big one for Cishek.
Yeah. Good work by Contreras. The bat appears to be dragging from Wallach. They recognized it with the strikeout by Lester last time. Didn't get cute there. Stayed with the fastball up. Threw it by him.
Talis, a switch batting catcher. Former Ranger. Cishek trying to get out of some trouble for the second consecutive inning. 1-1. 5-8. Talis didn't love the call.
This is his better side. Lifetime 250 as a left-handed batter, just a $171 right-handed, and yeah. Well, it's just kind of funny that the pitch down he didn't get, but the elevated one Vanover willing to call.
The batter says, Larry was high. Larry says, you should be taller. My fault.
It was just right for me. I saw it good.
Count holding at 1-2.
We talked about the sinker slider combination, but showing the ability to throw the elevated fastball here.
Ryan Dunsing watches from the right field bullpen. If you missed it early, the Cubs scored 3 in the first inning. Ian Happ hit the first pitch of the season. for a home run. He sent 9 to the plate in that first frame. Marlins would score 1 in the first. Rizzo homered in the second. Marlins tied it with 3 in the third. Cubs now have the lead. Who wants it? Russell's got it in fair territory, and they leave 2 in scoring position, and it's still 5-4.
I just love working with the elderly.
I love the residents.
I love the residents. Absolutely love the residents.
I like to see them smile.
It makes me feel really good when I'm able to help them.
They put a smile on my face. I enjoy making people laugh.
Just makes a good feeling good in the heart.
I go home feeling loved. I go home feeling appreciated and that I'm needed.
It's just very fulfilling for me to be able to help people and know that I made a difference.
Quality furniture, from traditional to contemporary, awaits you at Wheelock Furniture in Rock Falls. Our showroom features 3 floors of furniture to help you find just the right piece for your living space. Wheelock Furniture offers select names like Flex Steel, Broyhill, and Serta, the perfect sleeper. Ask about our many financing plans. We offer options for almost every budget. Wheelock Furniture in Rock Falls, your one stop for all your furniture needs.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and get $300 off the latest smartphones. No trade-in required. Other carriers squeeze you with restrictions and hidden fees. Don't get hosed. Switch today and get $300 off the latest smartphones with no hidden fees and no trade-in required. Plus, a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Pay it forward. Shining a spotlight on hardworking people determined to make a difference in our community.
Every penny is really appreciated. Yeah. Every cent of it.
If you know someone who gives everything of themselves, we want to give you $300 to give to them. Pay it forward. Brought to you by Essentra Credit Union and WQAD News 8.
Let's take a look at our 4th drive of the game. This is the first tee shot. They banged it into right. Ian Happ starting the season in grand style with a leadoff home run.
No mulligan needed.
A great message. So both teams wearing the MSD patches for Parkland. Tyron Guerrero, a 6'8" right-hander, only listed at 210 pounds.
Talk about a lanky drink of water. Mid-90s heater and a slider. Minor league work last year, 3 and 4 with a 4.46, 3 different levels, AA and AAA. Fish got him from the Padres, July 2016.
Well, if the Cubs do not trail the rest of the way, there's a very good chance Steve Cishek will get the win. John Lester cannot. As the starter, he had to go 5. And he was only able to go 3 1/3. Two balls and a strike. Make it 2-2. First career opening day for Ian Happ at the big league level.
Both clubs with 4-man benches and 8-man bullpens becoming more common.
And he got him. Woof.
Elevated queso there from Guerrero. Throws a right by Happ at 97 miles per hour.
Chris Bryant last year became the first Cub ever to appear in 150 games in each of his first 3 Major League seasons. The 11th player overall to do it.
Have you seen his Christio's Pizza video yet? The promotional thing he did for Red Bull? It's really good.
Yeah, he's a natural. The 1-0. Late on 98.
Yeah, that's firm.
Deep breath by the right-hander and his 1-1. And he's foul. Nice work by Andrew Friedman, and we've got our pitch speed graphic working. Although without a graphic, you could tell this guy's throwing really hard. And he got him. Well, it's one thing to throw hard, but you got to have a good breaking ball. That was good.
Yeah, good tilt on that slider. Finish him off. Hey, folks, don't miss your chance to add some treasures to your collection of memorabilia. Bid now on concession signage removed during Wrigley Field's restorations. That's pretty cool. Go to Cubs.com/authentics now through 8 o'clock Easter Sunday for your chance to own a piece of Wrigley Field history. That's 8 p.m. on Sunday. Net proceeds benefit the Cubs Charities Diamond Project.
That's right. It is Easter weekend. There are a few teams that will be off on Sunday, which is very strange. 1-0 on Rizzo. This 10-game road trip over 11 days to start the year featured 8 played in a retractable roof ballpark. Roof open for obvious reasons today, but the 4 in Milwaukee. I don't think the weather's going to be particularly nice outside, so that helps.
Yeah, the hitters love it. You know, you come out of Phoenix and it's such a great hitting environment, the way the ball carries, and it's warm weather. Hitters love that. So you open the season with 4 here. You know, Cincinnati could be a little dicey, but then back indoors in Milwaukee, so guys should be able to maintain some of that mojo they had coming out of spring training. That's a mojo killer right there. This guy's stuff.
Well, stuff plus unfamiliarity, and he's looking to strike out the side here against the top of the order. Rizzo's hoping he makes a mistake here. He chokes up with 2 strikes. Hit 99 that time.
Yeah, they've got some big arms in their bullpen. Kyle Bearclaw, who's been on the scene the last couple of years, out there in the bullpen, and a youngster by the name of Drew Steckenrider is getting a lot of attention.
That's why it makes me laugh when you say a big arm, Bearclaw.
It's kind of redundant, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's his last name.
Good take, boy. That's tempting. You see that high fastball, and you know you got to be quick to get to 99. Easy to commit early. Swing through that one.
Pulled foul. Dancing's been a busy man.
He's halfway to meeting his incentives.
We'll try another 2-2. And he's run it full.
Tried a little change up or split finger pitch there. Hitters like Anthony Rizzo will cause you to empty the toolbox. You throw pitches, you look at this guy's profile, and it's almost all fastball slider, but the better hitters force you to try a little different wrinkle.
Strikes out the side. Pretty nasty stuff from Guerrero. Cubs still lead by a run.
Save time and money while protecting the investment on your home. Call Top Notch Mudjacking today for a free estimate on raising and leveling sunken, cracked, or uneven concrete. Also offering a warranty and senior and military discounts. Don't settle. Jack it up with Top Notch Mudjacking.
My many outstanding WIU experiences will help take me far in life. At Western Illinois University, I've enjoyed academic success on campus and internationally. I am grateful for all of the opportunities, the people I've met, and for being a part of something bigger.
Western Illinois University is the right choice for my success.
Every family is unique. We have distinct styles and different demands. At Zeglin's, our family understands that your appliance needs are unique to you and your environment. We provide the appliances you need with the features you want for your life. Zeglin's, your hometown, our hometown.
A lifetime of experience. Terry Frazier's RV.
Family owned and family pricing with no hidden fees is why Terry Frazier's RV Center is the real value leader. And check new arrivals from over 20 RV units in the comfort of our newly expanded showroom. Shop our wide selection of toy haulers and many brands of RVs. What will you discover? Go RVing.
A lifetime of experience. Terry Frazier's RV.
You're watching WQAD My TV 8-3.
What are you waiting for? Just go to the site.
Cubs Baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Join the team that enjoys responsibly. Budweiser reminds you to drink wiser.
Third Cub pitcher to work today. It is left-hander Brian Dunsing. Came back over the winter on a 2-year contract. And pitched really well last year in 68 appearances, put up a 274.
Yeah, not sure what we were going to get from Brian Dunston coming out of spring training. Didn't know that much about him. He'd been an American leaguer. The Orioles and the Twins. And he was really sharp. 274 ERA, earning that 2-year contract.
Fits in well in the clubhouse, well respected. Brinson swings and misses on a curve. For 3 from the leadoff position. Marlins have very high hopes for the new acquisition. From nearby Coral Springs. And he found out like 2 days ago he was going to be on the opening day roster. They had a lot of questions to answer in terms of who was going to be in their rotation, their bullpen, and just on the roster in general up until the final day of spring training. Right to Russell. And he gets him. Planning for a game at Wrigley Field? Check out all the available transportation and parking options. The Cubs offer a free bike check located near the Addison Red Line station. For drivers, the Cubs provide free remote parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. For info, visit the A to Z guide at Cubs.com. Derek Dietrich 2 for 3 with a triple and a run. has quieted down quite a bit here these last couple of innings due to solid bullpen work by both teams. Another one pulled foul. The aforementioned Pedro Strop. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Yeah, some guys coming out of the bullpen just blowing gas. Brian Dunsing, a former starting pitcher, it's about command for him. He's got, a better fastball than I think a lot of us realize. I think he's picked up a little bit since he moved to the bullpen. But good command of the fastball, both sides of the plate, good breaking ball, nice changeup. Still uses all of his pitches. A lot of times former starters, when they move to the pen, they'll kind of limit their repertoire. But Dunsing remains a 4-pitch pitcher.
Castro has scored twice. Never forget his major league debut, 2010, 20 years old. Hit a 3-run homer off Homer Bailey in his first major league plate appearance. Later in that game, 3-run triple for a big league record 6 RBI debut. Became the youngest shortstop in Cubs history, and also the first major league player born in the 1990s. 3-0.
Yeah, he's shown some patience here. That pitch was well off the plate, but took the walk earlier, and a big piece of that 3-run third for the Marlins.
I saw before the game Carlos Zambrano, former Cub and Marlin, in attendance this afternoon as Castro draws the walk. Looking.
Okay.
Tell me, what is Starlin Castro's career high in walks in a season? 8 years in the big leagues.
37.
Is that really your guess? Are you cheating?
No. No, I'm not.
The answer is 36.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
2012. Right on it. So he is 1/18th of the way there.
He's turning into Kevin Youkilis all of a sudden.
It is picture perfect. And around 80 degrees. Lots of sunshine.
It's the sun and fun capital of the world.
Knocked down by Contreras, and he'll fire over to Rizzo. Count, the pitch to Bohr. Low. That's the area where Vanover has not been giving a lot of strikes. Slicing, and Schwarber will one-hand it. They leave one. We go to the 7th inning on opening day. Cubs 5, Marlins 4.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent. We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're going to take action with the I.
I am a witness. I am a witness. I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
As an American, it's hard to hear that we have a serious hunger issue in our country. And as a parent, it's even harder to hear that 1 in 5 of our kids struggles with hunger, especially when billions of pounds of good food are wasted every year. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide billions of meals to families in need right in your community. Visit feedingamerica.org to support Feeding America and your local food bank. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Many medicines used to treat colds and flu contain acetaminophen, a pain reliever and fever reducer found in hundreds of over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication containing acetaminophen per day can damage your liver. So always read the label and don't take acetaminophen if you drink 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day. To learn more, visit fda.gov/OTC pain info. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Food and Drug Administration.
Escape into the forest preserves of Cook County when you're surrounded by 70,000 acres of wild and wonderful. There's no better place to feel free.
Time now for our first 2018 Buzz Fan Camp, brought to you by Budweiser. Saw You in My Dreams by the Boys on Fan Camp. Happy opening day, everybody.
Well, Guerrero was so good in the 6th. He's back out there for the 7th. Struck out the side. I bet you there were some sloshed beverages at the start of this ball game. People just taking their seat with a big cold beverage in their hand, and probably before they even sat down, leapt to their feet as Happ hit that ball out of the ballpark.
I agree. If there's any question. Baseball Reference tweeted that it was the first time since 1986 that it had happened. First pitch of the very first game, leaving the yard. I want to say Dwight Evans off Jack Morris at Tiger Stadium.
Dwight Evans would have been a pretty powerful leadoff man.
Good pass at that one.
Just a little bit up. Really tough to get on top of that one when the guy throws as hard as Guerrero does. Contreras is so lively, right? It's a strong, explosive.
Guerrero grew up on an island just off of Colombia. He has looked impressive today. Called strike 3. Contreras didn't think so.
Looked like a good pitch. Now you could make the argument that Larry's been pretty tight at the bottom of the zone today, but on the plate, but borderline in terms of up down, and he's not been particularly generous. You can understand Contreras' frustration here.
Thought you might decide to make your first mask-wearing Union reference of the year.
Can't fire all those bullets at once.
Yes. Got a whole season to play. 2-0 on Schwarber. He's had a tough day defensively. 0 for 2 at the plate with an intentional walk. Marlins now will do some shifting on the infield as Anderson and Rojas will swap spots.
Hitters count. They assume he's not going to bunt now, so.
Borderline strike. 2-1.
He's had like a personality change or something between innings. Pull out the driver here and hit this one 510 feet.
To Schwarber in the air to right. It's deep and it is gone. Third homer of the day for the Cubs.
Well, maybe not 510 feet, but enough to get the job done.
You got a good feeling about these homers today.
I got a good feeling about Schwarber on a fastball count against this guy. Thought he'd get a little piece of cheese to hit, and he delivered. Started our day talking about Happ and Schwarber. They have both gone deep. They had great spring trainings. He got the head out in front of that one, and I love the reaction when he gets one. He just, okay. Just enjoy it for a little bit, and then go for a nice leisurely trot around the bases.
6-4. So Guerrero struck out the first 4 he faced before allowing the home run to Schwarber. On the hands, but that'll work. Russell's got his second hit, third reach.
The Cubs are introducing game-changing new premier experiences at Wrigley Field. Seats featuring prime views and access to an exclusive club and first-class amenities. These new premier experiences will allow fans to enjoy Cubs baseball and America's most majestic ballpark in a whole new way. Visit CubsPremier.com to join the Premier Client Priority list. There's the barrel room. Good place to hang out. Big lead.
Yeah, Russell looks like he wants to go. He's not running, and Hayward takes it off the outside. You see some shadows now starting to reach fair territory up along first.
You wouldn't think that this big right-hander would be quick to home plate. He's actually measured an even bigger lead.
Cubs ran a lot in spring training. Pushed a lot of buttons. And typically are not nearly as aggressive once the regular season starts.
Well, the thing about it too is, even if you're not going to go, if you can take a big lead, as long as you're comfortable out there, that can influence the game in a lot of ways. It gets everybody on edge. The infielders are starting to cheat to cover a base. The catcher's looking your way. The pitcher maybe goes a little quicker home than he wants to and might leave something up in the zone.
He had him leaning.
One part of the game where base runners sometimes get a little lazy and they just take a very passive lead, not understanding that the nuance that how they could influence the game.
I mean, he's way out there, but he still was able to get back. 1-2 on Hayward.
Just rotated their infielders again.
Got the third baseman between the first baseman and second baseman. Anderson playing between Bohr and Castro. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count now. See how the Marlins aligning their infield here. Russell will go now. Well, might go with 1 out. Guessing he will. Yep. Line just foul.
Wow. That would have been a thing of beauty. It's interesting, on 3-2, Addy's lead was actually a little smaller than it had been, and I think because he knew he was going, and he didn't want to have any weight going back to the base. He wanted to be fully committed to his jump. Catcher's interference?
Must have been.
Huh. I didn't see it. I didn't hear it.
Neither. So Hayward reaches on the catcher's interference.
He felt that he's pointing back to home plate, and
Wallach will be charged with an error, and we'll have a pitching change in the 7th. 6-4 Cubs.
Dunright Satellite has been working with local families and businesses for over 15 years. We live and work right here in the Quad Cities. Everything we do is done right. Why call a stranger when the experts at Dunright Satellite are already here to serve you?
It's easy to save a lot of money with Dish, so shop local and get it done right.
When you're ready to save money with Dish, call the people who work here, play here, spend here,
and live here.
Call Dunright Satellite of the Quad Cities.
Free peanuts and popcorn?
Really?
Really. What game do you want to watch? We got them all.
Really?
Really. Hungry? We got the best grill in town.
Really?
Really. Our burgers and tenderloins are amazing.
Really?
Really. T-shirt, sweatshirt?
Really?
Really.
Steve's Old Time Tap. Sports. And really, really good food and drinks.
Really?
So how long has it been since you had a haircut? Wow, that long?
Race!
27-year-old, 6'5" right-hander Drew Steckenrider, product of the University of Tennessee. And you see what he did last year in his major league debut.
Yeah, good work by Steckenrider. 37 games at the big league level. Struck out 54 in 34 and 2/3 innings. After striking out 44 in 33 AAA innings, he had a 1.62 ERA there.
Schwarber with a homer earlier this inning. Cubs lead by 2. A strike on Javier Baez. Following the home run, Russell singled. Catcher's interference allowed Hayward to reach. 0-2.
Wind's been a presence in this game all day long. At times it has settled down a little bit. Seems to have picked up again. Javi's hit by a pitch, intentionally walked, and then hit a bullet for a line out to left last time. One of the harder hit balls of this game.
Still 0-2.
Marlins closer is Brad Ziegler, the veteran sidearmer, submariner. He throws about 82, 83 miles per hour, so they have these big arms that they'll use, 6th, 7th, and 8th inning, and then with the lead, they'll turn it over to Ziegler. That's the plan anyway, but you see this guy or Bearclaw ending up getting some save opportunities later on in the year.
I got it.
Somebody does. Holly.
Almost in the broadcast booth. Wave, JD.
We on TV?
Russell takes off for third, pitch in the dirt. So the first Cubs stolen base of the year belongs to Addison Russell.
Unfortunately, Hayward wasn't going with him because with the ball in the dirt, he would have had second. Double play still in order.
12th steal of Russell's career. Starting his 4th season. Chatting with Brian Butterfield. Another guy from Florida, although he's from Pensacola, which is quite a drive from here. Ground ball, foul. It was close. Call made down there by Carlos Torres.
No indication from the Cubs bench that they disagree with the call.
Well, to this point, no challenges. We've only had one mound visit. That was by the Marlins early.
Yeah, we haven't even had a, hey, wait a minute, we want to take a look at it moment.
Correct. How do you make contact with that?
So what am I doing? That's chin high.
The idea is to get it out into that green area on the graphic deep enough for a sac fly. Tommy La Stella, pinch hitter extraordinaire, is on deck.
Well, this is a situation where most of the league is going to go slider away here to Javi.
And he got him, including the helmet.
It's a well-located slider, too. Started on the plate, ran down and away. This is It's one of those situations we talked about a lot with Chili Davis, the new hitting coach here with the Cubs. There's been an emphasis throughout spring training on situational hitting, cutting down on the swing, trying to put the ball in play in certain situations.
Stella takes outside. One of the real fun stories of the spring was his little, in air quotes, feud with the front office. He took Theo and Jet's parking spots on a few days and went back and forth for a while. Put a bounce house in their spot. He had to wear Jed's khakis and golf shirt to stretch and take ground balls one day, but the best was the video on the board, the packed house at Sloan Park between innings last week, where they nearly gave out his entire cell phone number. He said he needs a date.
Yeah, Anthony did the narration and say Tommy needs love, he needs company, and on it went, and then they started stringing his phone number up there one number at a time, and interspersed with that would be the message. Truce, Tommy? Do you give up? Just nod your head.
The 3-0 is right in there. It's 3-1.
It's a valuable guy to have, and with all these power arms in baseball today, to be able to compete off the bench late against these guys that throw 98 miles per hour. It's a specific skill set, and he's got it. A rare bad swing from La Stella, caught in between there.
And you rarely see him take swings like that. Doesn't get fooled very often. Hayward goes here on 3-2 with 2 outs. And the pitch is hit out into right center. That's trouble. 2 runs will score. Russell and Hayward are in. Tommy La Stella makes it 8-4.
Well, you talk about a pick-me-up after Baez punches out with a man on third base. La Stella says, "Don't worry about it, buddy. I got you covered." And off the bench, he does it yet again. That's a running fastball down and away. He just cuts it off and whacks it into the gap in right center. Beautiful swing by La Stella.
Cubs have their biggest lead of the day. Seven of their 9 hits have been better than singles. And you can hear all the Cub fans in the ballpark. It had been 32 years since the first player of the Major League season hit the first pitch for a home run. And as I recall, it didn't end great, but it was a real good year for the Red Sox.
Yeah.
1986.
Yeah. All the way to the World Series.
Couple of 3-run innings for the Cubs today, the first and here in the 7th. strikes out. Stretch time from Miami. Cubs have hit the ball out of the yard 3 times. 2 guys we talked about in our open today, Kyle Schwarber and Ian Happ. Rizzo as well.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of the game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
State Farm agent Larry Thine is here to help protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Larry Thine and his team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Whoa, wait just a second. Are you sure you want to order that memory foam bed in a box online?
ValueMax Selection finds the most comfort for you.
Check out our new line of bed-in-a-box memory foam mattresses at ValueMax in Davenport and Muscatine.
Call the Quad Cities Heating and Air experts at Odell's. Get $500 off your next installation of a new furnace and air conditioning. That's right, $500. Locally owned and using the best brands for your home. Odell's Heating and Air.
It's Markdown Madness all month long at Mills Chevrolet. Take a sweet $16,000 off a new 2018 Silverado 4x4, $16,000 off, or an elite $8,000 off a new 2018 Equinox. That's $8,000 off. Plus, apply for credit and value your trade online at millschevy.com during Markdown Madness all month long at Mills Chevrolet in Davenport.
Bulls Heat.
Tonight at 6:30 on MyTV 8-3.
Story at safeelectricity.org.
They moo like this. Ball, ball. Oink, oink. Milk comes from a cow. There's a little red thing on the bottom, and it squirts milk out of it.
To learn about Bright Directions College Savings, its investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the official statement available online. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan.
I wish I had a cow now. I don't.
Chicago Cubs baseball has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Toyota, let's go places. Wintrust, home of Cubs checking and debit cards. Open an account today at wintrust.com/Cubs. Lexus, experience amazing. Wendy's, home of the 4 for $4. Now with more choices than ever at participating locations for a limited time. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Audi dealers. Visit AudiOffers.com for exceptional offers on select Audi models. And by Budweiser. Join the team that enjoys responsibly. Budweiser reminds you to drink wiser.
Here's how we got to this point. Cubs scored 3 in the first. 9 batters came to the plate. Only 1 hit. That was on the first pitch of the game, an Ian Happ home run. Anthony Rizzo has homered. So has Kyle Schwarber. Addison Russell has a couple of hits. Jason Hayward on 3 different times. And Tommy LaStella off the bench with a 2-run double. But the story of this game may come down to the Cubs bullpen. They've been terrific.
Yeah, Cishek got it started. He came in relief of John Lester, passed the baton on to Brian Dunsing, who went 1 scoreless inning, and now it's Pedro Strop. Yeah, you get to this point of the ball game with this kind of a lead, and you start to think about putting it in the win column. That's what the bullpen does. Here's what Strop did last year. He pitched 69 times. He was 5-4 with a 2.83 earned run average. Mentioned earlier, he missed a good chunk of spring training, calf strain, and out of the flu. But came back in the last few days too effectively. So he's good to go, as is Albert Almora Jr., who comes in defensively and left.
Mentioned Strop was bothered by a calf issue early in spring training, slowed by illness as well. But he ramped it up in the final week of spring training. And here he is pitching on opening day. 2 balls and no strikes on Anderson.
All right, a little time now. Reset the sights. Find the zone.
Pedro, 32 years old. Been around for a long time. He originally was an infielder in the Rockies organization. Made his major league debut as a pitcher with Texas in 2009. Back in it, 3-2.
He just didn't want to give in after channeling the 2 fastballs to get back into the count, but it's really the game plan with a 4-run lead at this stage could have afforded to be a little bit more aggressive, and looked like he was trying to pick that outside corner, and a pretty good take there though by Anderson on a borderline pitch.
Swing and a miss on the slider by Cooper.
Would be the CNN portion of their lineup. Anderson Cooper.
5 and 6. If Randy Wolf came out of retirement, is there a blitzer around? 1 and 2.
Took a little bite out of Contreras, so Vanover taking some time to let the sting dissipate. One of Stroup's weapon, of course, the quick pitch. He loses that with a man on base.
Cooper stays alive.
There's not much of a pause there on that one, and used to be an issue for the umpires. They were pretty back in the day pretty diligent about calling balks if you didn't come to a complete stop. I don't see much of that anymore.
Another 1-2. Swing and a miss. 1 away.
That one disappeared.
Rojas, the shortstop. Double in 3 trips. Hit softly to short. They'll get one. They'll get them both. Wouldn't say it was tailor-made just because it wasn't hit hard, but Russell and Baez team up. And hang on, are we not sure what they're asking here. Is Don Mattingly going to argue? Hang on a second.
No, he's just going to make a change.
Community Bank and Trust. No gimmicks, no costumes, no special promotions, just real people giving great service. It's simple. We put people first. Community Bank and Trust.
Ready to have that home improvement work done, but not looking forward to pushy salespeople? Advanced Construction and Improvement offers great products and great service at a fair price without high-pressure sales tactics. What we do for a living is home improvement, including interior remodeling, roofing and gutters, siding, windows, and more. Call today for your free quote. Advanced Construction and Improvement. Quality you deserve and dependability you can count on.
If you didn't get your wireless plan from U.S. Cellular, you've probably been blown away by hidden fees, too. And not in a good way! They hit you with activation fees and monthly connection charges. Then they throw in data overages. But U.S. Cellular has no hidden fees. Plus unlimited data for $40 a month. Right, my man? So get U.S. Cellular with a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee.
Every time we're within 3 degrees of our forecast, local charities get cash. In fact, local charities have received over $58,000 from Erickson Chevrolet.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee not only helps you plan your day, thanks to our friends at Erickson Chevrolet, it helps area charities as well.
Community Bank and Trust. No gimmicks, no costumes, no special promotions, just real people giving great service. It's simple. We put people first. Community Bank and Trust.
But hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Cubs lead 8-4. They'll bat here in the 8th inning. And time for our bona fide players of the game. That's the bullpen to this point. Almost 4 innings of work. Steve Cishek in particular, excellent. And if the Cubs don't relinquish the lead, he'll probably get the win. Wrap your hands around the original Italian beef of the Chicago Cubs at one of the 25 Bono locations.
Yeah, we talked about both clubs carrying 8-man bullpens and how that's becoming more common in the game now. Bullpenners pitched a higher percentage of innings last year than they ever have in the history of our game, and it's just the evolution. See one more out of the Marlins bullpen here. Junichi Tazawa pitched 55 times last year, was 3-5 with a 5.69 ERA.
Yadiel Rivera comes in as part of a double switch to play shortstop. Sky high to right. Cooper's got it. And here's Rizzo. Homer in the 2nd inning. By Rizzo against the shift, but foul.
I see that from Anthony every once in a while.
Go to work down 0-2.
Tazawa likes a split finger pitch.
And he just threw it. I really want to play the lottery this week. We've been all over it.
Well, this answers the question when people always ask, why don't guys just bunt when there's that shift on like that? And I'm not saying it was a bad idea. I think it's a good idea to do it every now and then, because if you get it down, you got yourself a knock. And the other thing about it is, too, is you let every scout and everybody who's watching know that you're willing to try it, and that might keep them a little bit honest in terms of their defensive positioning. But the reason why they don't do it is because it's easier said than done. And obviously, if rarely does a bunt leave the ballpark. That's a big part of your job description. You hate to give that up, but every once in a while, it's not a horrible idea.
One and one. Justin Wilson cranking it up. I've heard Larry Vanover say no. 2-1. Sauer, former Red Sox. He thought that was a strike on a curve, didn't get it. 3-1. One, two,
three, four, five. 5 pumps and go.
Might have noticed the patch on the right sleeve of the Marlins, a 25th anniversary season. This is an interesting year in that regard. He'll turn around, and there it is in teal. Marlins and Rockies 25th anniversary, 20th for the Rays and the Diamondbacks. The 50th for the Royals, Padres, and Expos/Nationals. 50th year of the A's in Oakland, swing and a miss, and many more. 60 years, Giants and Dodgers in California. For the Cubs, 75th year, WGN.
Every morning I wake up, I cannot wait to come into work.
I know I did. I know I made the right choice coming to work at Hope Creek.
The first couple of times I come in, she goes, you know, they know my name already, and I haven't been here long.
It is active. It is busy. There's something going on every day.
I think it's all okay.
I became a person again instead of just a caregiver.
The staff was incredible. They were incredible to our mother, and they were incredible to the family.
This is where my great future begins. This is where I express myself.
This is where I feel safe. This is where we make healthy choices.
This is where I become the person I want to be.
At the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley, we're open where kids need us, when kids need us, and no member is turned away for the inability to pay.
Great futures start here! Un gran futuro comienza aquí.
Great futures start at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley.
If you're looking to improve your days, focus on your nights. At the Love My Lebeda mattress sale, flippable pillow plush mattress set start at only $449. Get the luxurious Vitality Pillow Plush with cool gel memory foam to reduce pressure points and keep you comfortably cool, now just $699. Experience Talalay Latex for amazing tension relief and muscle relaxation, or try an adjustable bed with power base for the ultimate sleep experience. Plus, take up to 4 years to pay at Lebeda Mattress Factory's Love My Lebeda mattress sale.
Here in Miami, the Cubs grooving with an 8-4 lead late. And let's check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule, brought to you by Ram Trucks. Guts Glory Ram. Back on WGN Sports tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock Central Time. Kyle Hendricks will pitch for the Cubs. Yu Darvish will make his Cub debut on Saturday night. And then Sunday, it'll be Jose Quintana in the series finale. And then it's off to Cincinnati. Foul strike as Justin Wilson takes over here in the 8th.
Yeah, the veteran left-hander pitched 65 times last year, was 4-4 with a .341, was doing very good work for the Tigers when he was acquired by the Cubs at the trade deadline. Struggled after joining the Cubs. Had command issues, walked too many, maybe went through a little bit of a crisis of confidence, never really got settled in. But he's got a good arm, he's got a good resume, and expect him to bounce back. Broke in with the Pirates, did Wilson, back in 2012. He's now 29 years of age.
A slide step in the pitch, and Wallach all tied up. Now, some more anniversaries. This is the 50th Major League season for one of the all-time greats, Dave Van Horn. He's in the Baseball Hall of Fame for broadcasting, the original voice of the Montreal Expos. Our buddy Denny Matthews, his 50th season with the Kansas City Royals. Always great to see Dave and his partner Glenn Geffner. And we want to wish our buddy Hawk Harrelson the best, his final year behind the mic with the White Sox.
Sox are where? They're in Kansas City?
Kansas City. To start their season. Eight 8-4 Mets over the Cardinals there in the 7th inning in New York in that one. Wilson strikes out Wallach. One away.
It's a hat trick for Chad Wallach. Walked his first time up. He has struck out swinging the last 3 and chased a bad one there.
Molina and Jose Martinez have homered for the Cardinals. But they are trailing big 5-run 5th for the Mets. Speaking of the Mets and the Expos, boy, sad news today. Rusty Staub has passed away. 23 Major League seasons. Terrific hitter. Great guy. 73 years old. Passed away in nearby West Palm Beach.
And broke in with the, although it would have been the Colt 45s in Houston in his teens. Played into his 40s. Great career, was beloved up in Montreal, was with the expansion Expos. You mentioned them earlier. Le Grand Orange.
Yeah, he's the only player to have 500 hits with 4 different teams.
Did a lot of good charity work in New York with the firefighters and the policemen.
Into the outfield grass. They've been playing exhibition games that Blue Jays have at the end of spring training the last several years. And how about this? Vladimir Guerrero Jr., son of the newly elected Hall of Famer, with a walk-off home run. at Olympic Stadium. Yeah, it's spring training, but what a great moment.
What a great moment. Yeah. Kind of looks like his dad in the batter's box, doesn't he?
Yeah. It was earlier this week. Let's hope Major League Baseball returns full-time to Montreal soon. It's one of those things where you don't hear anybody who's against the idea. It's just actually making it happen. Blue Jays win the World Series.
They won the Grey Cup.
Cubs 8-4. Marlins had stormed back to tie the game in the third, and they knocked John Lester out in the fourth, but Steve Cishek and company have held them down since. 2-2 on Brinson.
Very nice to see Wilson get off to a good start here this year after his struggles last season. So far, so good here this afternoon.
Dietrich would bat next if Brinson gets on. But he probably won't. Hayward makes the grab. Nice work, Justin Wilson. 8-4 Cubs late.
Get caught buzzed driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom. It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzzed driving is drunk driving.
An egg. Maybe some butter. Put it in the oven to bake. Ingredients, but I'm keeping them as a secret. It's really fun to cook food.
To learn about Bright Directions College Savings, its investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the official statement available online. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan.
I can tell you only a little bit.
Why is this woman running around like a chicken with her head cut off? Because this is the way she handles emergencies. If only she knew about ready.illinois.gov. That's gonna leave a mark.
Be prepared. Go to ready.illinois.gov.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes, and you can do it here. So what are you waiting for? Just go to the site.
They are powerful drugs that kill more people than car accidents.
I was hooked instantly.
I can't believe I was arrested.
I did anything to get high.
More teens are finding that high right in their parents' medicine cabinet. Prescription drug abuse is drug abuse. Please protect your family. Visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org. South Florida, the site. Opening day 2018. The Cubs will bat in the ninth inning, leading 8-4. Albert Almora Jr., who is from this area, will get his first plate appearance of the season. Came in to play left for Schwarber. Foul territory. Wallach makes the catch. Russell, the batter,
3 times on this afternoon. 2 hits and a hit by pitch. Mike Montgomery stretched out as a starter during the spring, beginning the regular season in the bullpen.
Two lefties scheduled to bat in the bottom of the 9th.
Two and one. 32,151 paid crowd for the opener. It looks like a few have headed to their next destination. Two and two. Is it possible we could play all weekend with the roof open? That'd be nice.
I didn't look at the forecast, but it's possible. Yeah.
I'd be all for it. Looks like the high will be about 80, 81 the rest of the weekend with no rain in the forecast. You could just repeat late March, early April in South Florida weather-wise for the whole summer. You'd never have to close the roof.
We'd call it San Diego.
Bounce to third, and it's a foul ball.
You know, in college basketball, you ever seen like when an opposing guy goes to the line and he takes his practice dribbles before a foul shot, and the fans start counting his dribbles?
You could count.
I wonder, if you would unnerve him a little bit if the whole crowd just started counting his pumps.
He walked him.
That's something the folks in the upper deck and right field would be able to see.
Do you have any sort of pre-pitch quirk that you had to do?
No, I didn't do anything funky like that.
Russell with another big lead off first. He stole third in the 7th. Popped up by Hayward. That's Anderson to make the catch. So 2 outs, and it's Javier Baez. Zawa in his second inning of work. They've used Orena, O'Grady, Guerrero, Steckenrider. Throw gets away. Russell to second. Second error charge to the Marlins. That'll be on Tazawa. Each team with 2 today.
Is it hit Eddie in the head or the back? I'm not sure where, but. I was talking about earlier, the big leads he was taking, how that can influence the game, and unforced error.
George Springer with a leadoff home run for the Astros. They're in Texas. Defending World Series champs. Broken bat liner to the shortstop, Rivera. So we'll go to the bottom of the ninth. It's the Cubs 8 and the Marlins 4.
Mrs. Shirley, you're my favorite teacher.
Great teachers don't just teach you, they inspire.
She pushes students to work harder and make learning enjoyable.
It's hard work and it's worth it.
She's so likable, sweet, and kind.
I love it. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
He told me his door was always open if he ever needed to talk about anything. I bet he wishes he never told me that.
Because you're my favorite teacher.
Teaching our kids, preparing them for the future. It takes hard work and determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Wow, today's the big day. I can't believe that it's finally here. From the first day we met, I knew I wanted to marry Lisa. She's amazing in every way. I had to find the ring that matched her beauty, and I knew I would only find it at Necker's. The diamond and setting they helped me pick out is perfect. Now, all I have to do is pop the question. She said yes. She loves the ring, and it's all because I went to Necker's. Necker's Jewelers in Davenport and DeWitt. Give to the one you love.
Listen carefully. If your student loan debt is overwhelming you and things seem hopeless, we've got great news.
We can lower your payments by consolidating your federal student loans. It doesn't matter how much you owe, how far behind you are, or even if you're in default. Call us right now. Depending on your situation, we can cut your payments in half immediately. Stop the harassing phone calls and the wage garnishments. Call us right now.
Call 800-981-7594. 800-981-7594.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee.
Every time we're within 3 degrees of our forecast, local charities get cash. In fact, local charities have received over $58,000 from Erickson Chevrolet.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee not only helps you plan your day, thanks to our friends at Erickson Chevrolet, it helps area charities as well.
Of wild and wonderful. There's no better place to feel free.
8-4, Cubs have the lead. 3 outs to get. And that charge belongs to Mike Montgomery.
The Cubs now working with 3 left-handers in the bullpen, and with Montgomery entering, we've seen them all now. Dunsing, Wilson, and Montgomery, the port-siders for the Cubs. Mike, 44 appearances last year, 7-8 with a 3.38.
I think this move speaks to the Cubs' depth in their bullpen, and also to the fact that I don't think they're going to push Brandon Morrow too hard in non-save spots. And I think there are some managers on opening day with a 4-run lead, JD, who would just say, my closer's got the ninth.
Yeah, and you could make a good argument for giving Morrow the 9th inning here today too. It's a comfortable lead, a new club, give him a lower leverage situation to make his first appearance with his new club. I think it also speaks to maybe a willingness to play the matchup game in the 9th as opposed to be, formulaic, and here you've got the 9th.
Dietrich gets plunked. I mentioned he gets hit a lot. 73rd time in his career. And just in case, it is Morrow up. In terms of getting hit by pitches, whether you want to call it an art form or not, it comes down to the fact that you don't get out of the way.
Yeah, well, right? a willingness to hang in there and
stand close to the plate, as Rizzo does. But Dietrich, he didn't flinch. You said about bunting. Why don't people bunt? Everyone says, well, bases loaded, tie game. Why don't you just get hit by a pitch? Let it hit you. Well, the reason guys generally don't is because it hurts. Castro pops it up. Shallow right. It's Jason Hayward. has not had the easiest time today when you think about the matchups. John Lester, his first 2 at-bats, the funky righty Cishek, lefty Dunsing, and now another lefty, Mike Montgomery.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the game today. It's a tough gig for the modern hitter. You go back and you look at Ted Williams and all those great hitters of yesteryear. They didn't have it like this in terms of facing a different guy almost every time you come up. And obviously, I exaggerate by saying that, but it's a lot of times it's 2 looks at the starter, then a string of relievers. And typically, if you're facing a starting pitcher for the 3rd and certainly the 4th time in a game, then that guy's on top of his game on that particular day.
All right, so 5 plate appearances, 4 different pitchers to start the season for Justin Bour, and 3 left-handers.
Well, and he'll be a target right in that middle of the lineup now with no Yelich, Ozuna, and Stanton.
Baez has it. Russell. Cubs win. Cubs win the opener. 8 for the final on 3 home runs and stellar work from the bullpen.
Yeah, a couple double plays in the late stages of this ball game means the bullpen faces the minimum over the final 3 innings. So Cishek, Dunsing, Strop, Wilson, Montgomery get it done.
A lot of Cub fans in Miami, and they're elated. And the Cubs will high-five as they take the season opener. 8 for the final. And we'll have more from Marlins Park in Miami in a moment.
$350,000.
$250,000.
$2 million.
$500,000. $300,000.
Over $1 billion for injured clients. $1 billion. Why call anyone else? Call Hupy and Abraham right now.
Ready to have that home improvement work done, but not looking forward to pushy salespeople? Advanced Construction and Improvement offers great products and great service at a fair price without high-pressure sales tactics. What we do for a living is home improvement, including interior remodeling, roofing and gutters, siding, windows, and more. Call today for your free quote. Advanced Construction and Improvement. Quality you deserve and dependability you can count on.
I just love working with the elderly.
I love the residents.
I love the residents. Absolutely love the residents.
I like to see them smile.
It makes me feel really good when I'm able to help them.
They put a smile on my face. I enjoy making people laugh.
This makes feeling good in the heart.
I go home feeling loved. I go home feeling appreciated and that I'm needed.
It's just very fulfilling for me to be able to help people and know that I made a difference.
It's Markdown Madness all month long at Mills Chevrolet. Take a sweet $16,000 off a new 2018 Silverado 4x4, $16,000 off. Or an elite $8,000 off a new 2018 Equinox. That's $8,000 off. Plus, apply for credit and value your trade online at millschevy.com. During Markdown Madness all month long at Mills Chevrolet in Davenport.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and get $300 off the latest smartphones. No trade-in required. Other carriers squeeze you with restrictions and hidden fees. Don't get hosed. Switch today and get $300 off the latest smartphones with no hidden fees and no trade-in required. Plus, a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
When you're injured in an auto accident, you may have only one opportunity to take back what's been taken away from you. Don't risk your future. Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call Hupy and Abraham right now.
/generic drugs.
Our next Cubs telecast here on WGN will be tomorrow night. Cubs and the Marlins, Game 2 of the season, 6 o'clock Central Time. Kyle Hendricks will pitch for Chicago. Final score today, Cubs 8, Marlins 4. Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition, brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity has the largest gig speed network, serving more homes than anyone else. Thanks for watching Chicago Cubs baseball.
Ready to have that home improvement work done, but not looking forward to pushy salespeople? Advanced Construction and Improvement offers great products and great service at a fair price without high-pressure sales tactics. What we do for a living is home improvement, including interior remodeling, roofing and gutters, siding, windows, and more. Call today for your free quote. Advanced Construction and Improvement. Quality you deserve and dependability you can count on.
I've always had a passion for helping others. Creating friendships and memories is what it's all about. My WIU connections help to develop professional opportunities and motivate me to believe in myself. Western Illinois University is the right choice for my success.
Help the American Red Cross sound the alarm. Save a life through home fire safety.
Join us on Saturday, April 28th, as we team up with fire departments, volunteers, and partners to install free smoke alarms and develop fire escape plans for families.
Join the movement. Register to volunteer at soundthealarm.org.
Get Quad City News anywhere, anytime. Download the free WQAD News app today. And with one tap, you'll have the latest local news, weather, and sports from WQAD.
Tonight, will D-Wade dominate, or will the Bulls hand the Heat a loss in Miami? Bulls Heat.
Tonight at 6:30 on MyTV 8-3.
Welcome to the 10th inning show. The Cubs beat the Marlins today. 8-4 the final score. Steve Cishek in his Cub debut gets the win. He was terrific in relief. Everybody in relief was excellent here this afternoon. Jose Urena, the starter for the Marlins, takes the loss. It was a game that took 3 hours and 18 minutes to complete in front of over 32,000 fans here in Miami, and we'll have all the highlights coming up next.
Drug abuse is...
I'm from a small town near Macomb, Illinois, and I grew up on a farm where I learned an appreciation for hard work. I have a passion for health and fitness. I decided that exercise science was the major for me, and Western was the school for me. I'm living the college dream at Western Illinois University. Western is the right choice for my success.
Build your American dream and win Lincoln.
You win 3 ways. Lincoln uses high-quality American steel, and that puts Americans to work. Lincoln buildings are real easy to assemble. Plus, Lincoln makes sure you get the absolute best price.
What made it an easy choice is that Lincoln offers financing. And the building I like is only $95 a month.
Lincoln gives a 40-year warranty.
Putting up this building was very simple. Me and a couple buddies put it up with just 3 or 4 ladders.
Lincoln offers financing, and that's a big deal to me.
And Lincoln is without a doubt the best buy in steel buildings.
Steel prices are rising, so if you want to save money, you need to call now.
Call now for our limited time offer, a 25 by 30 by 12 with frame 10 by 10 opening as low as $6,900. Call 800-309-7391. That's 800-309-7391.
The first tee teaches you golf, but they also teach you life skills. We learn things you can use everywhere, every day.
Hey guys. Like how to meet people you don't know. I'm Nicholas. It comes in handy on your first day of school.
Or interviewing for a job.
Thank you. Some of the best golf lessons have very little to do with golf. The life skills young people learn at the first tee stay with them long after they leave. Get involved in the first tee in your community today.
Hi, I'm Janie. Let's play some golf.
The 10th inning is brought to you by Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com.
Lots of highlights, and early on today, it was wild. How about the very first pitch before everybody was in their seat? Ian Happ with a leadoff home run, his 6th if you include spring training, and it's only March 29th. Cubs lead 1-0. It was 3-0 Cubs, then 3-1. Anthony Rizzo with a long homer in the second inning. And the Cubs probably feel like they could have had about 15 runs, but they were able to knock Rainey out early.
Yeah, a couple opportunities got away from them. John Lester bounced into a double play with the bases loaded, so it could have been one of those games where frustration started to mount, but they just continued to chip away at it. The Marlins did as well. They actually came back and tied that game. A bit of misfortune there for Lester in that inning. But the Cubs bats really good today. A lot of extra base hits. Wilson Contreras chipped in up and down the lineup. They got contributions from just about everybody. And Kyle Schwarber had a little bit of an issue in the outfield. Gets a little redemption with one big swing of the bat. His first home run of the year. The Cubs got 3 of them today. Happ, Rizzo, and Schwarber. Tommy La Stella, a huge 2-run double off the bench. And then Mike Montgomery on to finish things up.
Montgomery getting a 4-6-3 double play to end the ball game. So the Cubs are 1-0 to start the 2018 season. We'll have a final word from South Florida after this.
Ready to have that home improvement work done, but not looking forward to pushy salespeople? Advanced Construction and Improvement offers great products and great service at a fair price without high-pressure sales tactics. What we do for a living is home improvement, including interior remodeling, roofing and gutters, siding, windows, and more. Call today for your free quote. Advanced Construction and Improvement. Quality you deserve and dependability you can count on.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 888-983-6761. 888-983-6761. 888-983-6761. 888-983-6761.
Can you ever get enough Brood?
Absolutely not.
It's all cheeky fun.
I like it. Here's to cheeky fun. Brood, Saturday night at 10:35 on WQAD News 8.
To feel free.
The 10th inning is brought to you by Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com.
Kyle Hendricks will make his season debut tomorrow evening. He will face left-hander Caleb Smith. Kyle, I thought, had a terrific spring.
He didn't walk anybody until his last appearance of the spring training. He's coming off a solid year. He spent time on the DL last year. But when he came back, when he was healthy, second half of the year, he was as good as anybody.
We'll have it for you right here on WGN Sports at 6 o'clock Central Time. Final score once again from Miami, 8-4 Cubs. So long, everybody.
We now join our regularly scheduled program already in progress.